Good evening, guys. I hope we're all well. Welcome to Spurs Syndrome podcast. I've got a couple of special little guests with me tonight. We've got Rowley, Barky Id down the bottom. Top right, we've got the famous Cookie from the Two Mark Show.
Famous.
He's famous. You're
infamous. He's infamous.
Infamous, maybe, but
to me, you're Spurs royalty, mate. You're Spurs royalty. So big up.
What does that make Lubo when he comes on, Dave? When you get Lubo on in the end, if I'm
he's
royalty,
Mr. Positive.
Lubo,
Mr. Positive.
No, he's royalty, mate. Lubo, he's the royalty. Him and Ellie. There you go.
Oh, Ellie's a queen.
Queen and king. There you go.
There you go.
Lubo can be the king. Ellie can be the queen. There we go. Sorted.
There you go.
So hope you're all well in the chat. Hope you all had a lovely day. Topic tonight. We'll go over them just one by one. I'll reel them off as we talk about them. But the main topic's going to be basically kind of a way, aimed at all us fans really, is the anxiety kicking in yet with these lack of forwards. Do you know what I mean?
Kicking in. That's kicked my head in, mate. That's what it's done.
Exactly. So
I've had enough.
You and me both, mate. You and me both. So yeah. So we're going to go through all that. We'll first things first. I'll see who's in the house. We've got John. Thank you very much, John.
Big up, John.
He's a very good patriot towards us Spurs YouTubers, isn't he? He always shares all that stuff all over his platforms. Yeah, Top man. Yeah. Logan, big up, Logan's in the house. Evening, David. He nips on the chat. Big up everyone, Opal as well. Yeah, big up to yourself, brother. Thank you very much. We've got Daryl Denton in the house. The Double Down gang fans will tell you don't panic. Well, yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that as well. Cookies, here we go. Cookies post pop in. Excellent. Well done. Thank you very much. Come on, smash the like, subs in. Tom's in the house. Smash the likes. Thank you very much, Tom, brother. More than welcome to jump on. And Ronnie, big up. Thank you very much, guy. My guy. Hope you're all right. And we've got Simon Cohen. Big up, boys. Big up to yourself, mate. Thank you very much,
Simon.
Big up, mate.
Right, so let's start off with yesterday's game. Did anyone watch yesterday's game?
I'll see half of it. I couldn't find it.
I'll let Rowley take this, Dave. I've got to be honest with you. I've watched none of the friendlies, mate. Because until they've got a full first team there, I can't see the point.
There isn't really a lot of point.
With so many players out, I just can't see the point. But
we're not going to settle team.
A lot of people tell me different. A lot of people tell me different. You should be watching them, Cookie. But I'm interested in the first team, mate, at the moment. You know what I mean? Sorry to be a...
yeah, I mean...
I agree with you, mate. Totally agree.
Did you watch it, Dave?
Bits I was at work.
Fair enough.
So I was flittering backwards and forwards.
I couldn't find it the first term because I found it on Spurs Play anyway. Saw the second half sort of thing, and by that time, I was watching it, and it was just bits and pieces that you see. You see Tonali, and Tonali lost his head a little bit, went after the player, grabbed hold of him. I thought, oh no, don't do this. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to see that in the Prem, and I hope De Zerbi pulled him on it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that is a bit of a worry, you know. Because he's Italian, he's a bit of a head, you know. He's a hothead, isn't he? You know what I mean? So let's hope he can get that out of him. But there were some nice passages of play. The goal was really nice. It was put forward. It was sort of a lost ball, and Gallagher run onto it, played it on with his left onto his right, and then just put it away, bottom corner. Really nice strike.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing. Well, it was a tidy finish. But it was what my take of it is it's hard to take positive. It's hard to take anything from a game where you look at the players on the pitch. Half of them ain't going to be there next season. They're either going to be loaned, or they're going to be sitting on the bench. There's not a lot to take away from it.
Yeah.
I noticed Tell was probably maybe the standout player again. He put a lot of good, decent crosses in the box, and
coming on the end of it,
put 4 driven passes across the face of the opponent's box.
Yeah, he did.
A good striker. If that was Harry Kane there, that'd have been 4 tapping. Bang.
Anticipating, yeah, they should have been anticipating that going across. As soon as you got to that byline, they should have been there.
Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. And
you're not surprised, are you?
Yeah, no, not at all. He's
Jesus Christ.
He was just nowhere to be found. Then he puts one on a plate for him at the end of the game to make it the winner. That cross he does over her looked like a perfect pinpoint cross. All he's got to do is just
direct the header.
And
he's got to direct the header. That's all he's got to do. And it just hit his head and went straight, sort of just the side of the keeper, didn't it?
To the goalkeeper's left. He didn't put it. He wasn't convinced in his header at all. Do you know what I mean? And again, he was just like, he's always on the deck. De Zerbi must know. He must know.
I don't know what happened with their goal, you know what I mean? Because they sort of just walked straight through us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it did. It was a terrible goal.
But like you say, it's a nothing goal. We've not got a settled team yet. Do you know what I mean? So it's just one of them, isn't it?
Well,
we can't even say we can.
We've only got Hoffenheim double header, haven't we?
That's it.
That's all we've got left.
Yeah.
And they won't be the same players in the 2 games, will they?
Nah. One player I was impressed with in the game yesterday was Van Hecker. His ball distribution was fantastic. Was literally top draw.
I'm saying, I mean, I didn't see what I saw, you know what I mean? But he did look all right.
He put so many, a thing I like about him, I can understand why De Zerbi has gone, is convinced our board to go out and get him, because he does risky passes. Do you know what I mean? Like from he won't just pass it sideways. Do you know what I mean? And he will try and pass it through 2 players to get to that advanced player quicker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
his vision's very good.
Forward passes more than any other centre half, I believe.
Yeah.
Hello, Simon.
Hi, boys.
Yeah, I think he's got more forward passes than any other centre half completed.
Yeah,
forward passes, Van Eyck. Yeah.
Well, him and Senesi were both in the top 5, weren't they, last season?
Yeah.
So you can see where the route he's going down. He likes people that are comfortable with the ball at their feet.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I really don't know with this one, because there's no way we're going to get any success this season with the current front line we've got. I mean, we're going 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks yesterday, we're going into our first game away to Brentford.
Scandalous, isn't it?
We've only got Tell and Richarlison as our fit attackers. Maddison's out. Kulu's still out. Xavi's out. Odebear's out.
Yeah.
Solanke's out.
What are we doing?
Solanke's now out for how long? Because he's picked up another ankle injury, isn't he? How long's that going to be? 6 weeks?
It's an absolute joke, mate. It's just no organisation.
The question is it going to be a transfer window like January? I know we've got more in early, but is it going to be a case of now, as of the last 4 or 5 weeks and these couple of weeks coming, that it's a January transfer window again, and we get all the excuses there wasn't anyone available that we could get that better the team and all that shit. Sorry for swearing, but
I'm not going to. I'm not wearing that. I'm not wearing it.
I can't take that. Can't take that.
I'm not having that.
Not having that.
I'm not having it.
No.
I don't want to hear that.
Don't want to hear any excuses on this one. On the forward line, it has to be sorted. We have to get a couple of
wait 18 months for a forward line. You know what I mean? They've known about Kudus. They've known about. Do you know what I mean? Madison's not going to last.
No.
They've got to do something, man. The wingers we've been crying out for Savio for like 2 seasons.
I've heard that's off, Rowley.
What, Savio? Savinho?
Yeah.
Is it?
I've heard it's off.
Is it?
I've heard
Well, just now, you just heard it. What? Just
about
heard it
an
now.
hour ago. About an hour or so.
To be
ago,
fair,
something like that.
do you know what? I'd say move on. Yeah, well, this is it, Simon, isn't it?
Was it ever on?
Simon, that is the thing, isn't it? Is it ever on? It's a load of bollocks, mate.
It is.
Just move on. Just move on. We've wasted so much time on that bloke.
About a year on him.
More than that,
isn't it? 18 months, something like that.
Been a year.
Yeah, I've just had enough now. Just move on. Get someone in.
Who's it going to be?
Well, it won't be Rashford because he's got a squad number at Man United now.
He doesn't want to come to Spurs.
Listen,
anyway.
Yeah.
Liverpool know we need Gakpo now, and they will pull our pants down because they know we're desperate.
Of course they will.
Gakpo's now going to cost us 90 mil. Not
exactly.
It's
70.
Easy. And he ain't worth 90, is he?
No, of course he's not. Ridiculous.
So where do we go? Where do we go from here? Where does Spurs go from here?
You got to go for like an Endrick that's bloody like untested in the Premiership. He's a great little player. He's a tricky little player, but I don't think he's going to be strong enough for the Premiership.
Just as I keep saying to a few people, just go out and get Osman in. Do your
best.
Yeah, that's the one.
Just going to say.
That's the one.
That's the one we need. That is the bomber. That's the one.
That's the one that's going to shut the fans up and everything.
Exactly.
Still need a left winger to feed him.
We need a right winger as well, Cookie.
And a right winger.
And a number 10. And a number 10.
And we need a Morgan Gibbs White or someone like that. Do you know what I mean? It's just bloody one thing after another.
I know. After such a good start. Sorry, Cookie.
The only thing I could think of is that maybe, and it's not so much. It could be enhancing the goals, I suppose. But one way that you could deal with the number 10 position is to maybe go and buy an Adam Wharton. Yeah, he plays in the 6, Tonali in the 8, Fernandez in the 10.
Yeah,
could do. Yeah, but the thing is,
you still haven't addressed the forward line doing that.
That's right.
Yeah, the forward line. You get in someone like Osman. You'll get players come in because they want to play with Osman, and they'll go, "Well, hang on a minute, Tottenham are fucking serious." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. And just when you think things ain't getting any fucking worse, like in Arsenal, right? Obviously, they've had their hearts broken with Vinicius Junior, but they're about to literally just announce earlier on today they're about to sign Kenan Yildiz from Juventus, another player we could have absolutely done with at Spurs.
Really? I mean? Another one. Shit.
Do you know what I mean?
And then you look at it and go, what are Spurs doing then? Do you know what I mean? They can offer him the money.
This is what I say. This is what I always
Lange
say.
ain't the man, I'm telling you.
Well, Mawson's doing the contracts, Rowley.
Yeah, but
Mawson's the one closing the deals.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you know what I mean? I know he's not looking for the players, but whoever's looking for the players...
There's players out there, though, Cookie, isn't there?
Yeah, there is, man. There is players out there. They're just... I don't know if they're not looking hard enough or they haven't scouted hard enough.
The scouting work works. The scouting work works. It's terrible. That has been for years.
Yeah, I get that.
Scouting, yeah, it's not good, is it? It's mid-table at the moment. We're looking at mid-table. Here we go with what we got this season. We don't address the forward line. It's mid-table, top 10. That's it. We won't be putting up any trees.
No.
Jesus Christ. We're putting up daisies, I'm telling you, what we got.
The thing is, what bothers me is if we go into Brentford with an half-cooked team, if you like,
we're looking that way,
and we lose, and then we're at home to Newcastle the following week.
Well, they're all over the place. Newcastle are all over the place.
And that's the only bonus we've got about it at the moment because they're all over the place as well.
Right.
Mm.
You know? So, listen, we're going to have to see what happens with it. We've got to get someone in. We've got to get 2 in. Minimum.
If not three.
Yeah.
Who's playing right wing? Who's going to be playing right wing?
You've got to get 3. You've got to get 3.
Who's going to play right wing? Porro? Spence at right back?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think De Zerbi knows that because he said he's got 60% of his players in what he wants. Do you know what I mean? And that is that 3 or 4 players. Do you know what I mean?
No more than 4 short.
Yes, 4.
Yeah, but then if you start letting Bergvels go and people like that and Sarr and people like they've got to be replaced because they're first team players.
Yeah,
well, they can only be replaced Rowley, if they know that they're going, because the problem we've got is that we're 4 over on the non-homegrown.
Yeah, I can see that.
There's got to be 4 that go if we want to get another homegrown in. That's just to get 1 in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So they've got to get rid of somewhere along the line, and perhaps they're having trouble getting people out.
The Vicario is not. He's a European player. He's going. Romero's gone.
Romero, Vicario, Star, Solomon. Solomon's already gone.
Solomon's gone. Yeah, so there's going to be room, man. There's got to be room, isn't there, with them players going? Surely.
I see Ashley Phillips is on hold. I thought he'd gone through. He's on hold.
It's been put on hold.
It's on hold.
Yeah.
Why? Why is it on hold?
I mean, I can't believe it. They sold West Ham sold us what's the guy's name? Fernandez for all that money. Yeah, and then we say, we want 10 million for Solomon. Oh no, sorry, we'll give you 7.
Yeah.
No, they're giving us 5 plus 2 million add-ons.
Add-ons, yeah.
What's that all about?
Yeah, but let's be completely honest. It's still an added. He didn't cost us nothing, and B, he ain't worth much more than that anyway. He ain't shown us nothing.
Should have got 10 out. Should have got 10 out of it. We've add-ons, surely.
Could have got 10. Could have got about 10. You're right. You're right.
Pulled their pants down there a bit.
But Cookie's right. We are struggling to offload players. I mean, it baffles me. It baffles me still that Richie is still at this club. Vicario still at this club. Romero looks like that deal.
Oh, he's Romero
to Atletico Madrid in there.
He's just stealing a living, isn't he, Richie?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
There's so many players to get rid of still. There's at least 7. I don't think we've got that Sakai. We've got Yang. Yeah. Those 2 need to go.
At this rate, Yang would be starting against Brentford. He's our only available right-sided midfielder.
I think they're realising that left side, is a bit dodgy because your doggy's not fit. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, please. He's another Ryan Sessegnon.
Robert. Robert. I've had it with him. And then you've got Robertson. He's an has-been, right?
Yeah,
fair play to him. Yeah. Fair play to him. I appreciate everything he's done in football. He's been a fantastic player. But Liverpool realises he's not the man now. So they got rid of him. And then we went and got him.
I'm thinking about playing Van de Ven left back. And
but that's why they've left. That's why they're not getting rid of Sosa now because they keep Sosa.
That's right, because Udogi's injured, so they keep holding the other one.
You got to.
Got to.
It's just mental. It's like we all think it. The more and more I'm thinking about it. Like, the beginning of the window, I was like, yeah, let's have this. Do you know what I mean? We've got 6 in, all in nice and early.
Yeah, it went lovely, didn't it? And then it's all sits up.
Yeah, now look.
We are going into our first Premier League game of the calendar year.
In 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks today.
With 2 fit attackers in Tell and Richarlison. It's absolutely shocking. Madders is injured with his hip. They don't know. They're monitoring closely. They're hoping he's back for the Brentford game. He's not going to be ready.
He's not going to be ready.
I mean, this is it's getting that ridiculous. It's like a bricklayer going to work and there ain't no bricks on site. You know what I mean? It's crap.
Could you click on the bottom comment, Dave, by any chance? I know you probably have already. I think that says it all. Yeah. Like I said, why watch the movie if you know the end?
Yeah.
It's true.
We don't know the end yet because we're not mind readers, but it's going that way, isn't it?
If they don't they've got to get that man in now. They've got to go and get that striker in. If they don't, Spurs fans are going to go up the fucking wall. I'm telling you.
What is that striker to you, Rowley?
He's everything. He is a world-class striker, isn't he? That's what we need.
You're talking about, yeah? So if it's anything other than Oshiman, you won't be happy. I'm just asking. Just asking.
Yeah, but they've pissed about so long, haven't they? I mean, to be honest, this drove us mad all through the summer. They've drove us mad. They've went in early. Got lovely defenders in. They got lovely lovely midfielding, yeah, really good quality midfield. And then they think, right, we need an attacking midfielder. We ain't got that. We need a left wing. We ain't got that. We've got the right wing of Kudus. He's injured, so I don't know how long he's going to be. They're relying on Kulusevski. They're relying on Maddison.
No, you can't rely on them.
No, you can't.
You can't rely on them.
And then they go, oh, we make Maddison the captain. Oh,
no,
do me a favour. Do me a favour.
Was that an April 1st joke, is it? No, they can't have him as captain. He's never fit.
Do me a favour, no.
I agree.
Everyone's coming in now. What's going on here? It's like a reunion. Reunion.
We should be a Spurs union. Do you know what I mean? So
perhaps we should.
Tricky, I noticed you were in, so I thought I had to jump on.
All right, mate. No worries.
Oh, fucking get your tongue out of his arse.
What's that? What's that? Dogs do that.
Get your tongue out of his arse.
Anyway, Scott, we'll come to you first. You're the first one on that. You and is it squeaky bum time yet, or do you still think there's plenty of time?
No, I mean, I've been saying it for multiple weeks now, if not years. Cookie and I had a little back and forth in the chat where we're saying the same things year after year after year after year, and that's what's concerning. I know we've all been told that there's some magical change that's happening, but I think if people look at it honestly, the problem is nothing's really changed. None of the big things that we needed have changed, right? We got excited about about both those two signings, right? Primarily the midfield signings. Yes, Senesi and Van Heck was good. But this is what we've been seeing. And I was just going back and looking. In 2021, that's the summer when Harry Kane wanted to go to City, right? When Nuno came in. It was 2021. That's 5 seasons ago. So we knew 5 years ago that Kane wanted to leave. What have we done as a club to address that? Nothing. Heung-min Son, we knew, I think he came out and said that he told the club in June, right? I think it was right after the Europa League. Yeah. He said he was leaving. So we've had now 14 months. So we might not be able to blame this new regime for Kane for 5 years, but Vinay and Lang were here. The ENIC 2.0 kids, as we call them, were here when Son said that he was leaving. What have we done in that time to address the left wing position? Nothing. This isn't hey, have patience. There's still 4 weeks in the window. We should have addressed the Son replacement at worst from January till May. They should have done everything to set up so that we had our left wing option set up to go.
Yeah, I agree.
And not just one left wing option, right? Like Rolly and I have talked about it too, right? About Savinho. If Savinho was the guy and it's not getting done by the end of June, move on to the second option.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it's squeaky bum time, is because we don't seem to have a second option behind Savinho. We don't seem to have any option at striker. We don't seem to have anyone who's a realistic option. And we don't have anybody who's an option at right wing or 10, which we need. And now we're seeing players dropping like flies for injuries, guys that we aren't surprised. Kudos hasn't played a game of football in 8 months. We shouldn't be surprised that he's struggling to come back. Yeah. Maddison has played, I think, about 60 minutes in the last year. We shouldn't be surprised that he's struggling to come back, right? So that's why I'm concerned, is because these issues have been around for so long, and the club has seemed to done nothing to address them. That's my biggest concern.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, I agree as well.
Listen, up front, I've just read Phil. I get what you're saying, right? And I think we all understand that. Yeah, they have dealt with the defence. They have dealt with the midfield. But like Scott says, how long do we have to wait for a left winger? How long do we have to wait for a right winger that can be fit? And the only reason after this is because they didn't do their due diligence in the first place. And if you remember, Kudos for half a season was getting double and treble man marked. Yeah, I agree with some people. He don't get his head up enough. But when you've got 3 geezers around you, at you all the time and then you're not making any progress most of the time, everyone's going to say, what are you going to say, Dave? You're shit, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so we've got to get this left winger in. We've got to have a 10 playing and we've got to have a focal point. And if we're not going to have a focal point as such, play with a false 9. Whatever it is he's going to do, yeah? But please don't come out and say Solanke's the man. I know he has to keep, you know, to keep morale up for the players in the squad. Just don't say nothing. I'd rather
he's unfit. He's not fit now, is he?
Now he's broke down injured. Yeah.
Honestly, man.
So, you know.
What are we doing?
Right. 4 weeks till the transfer. We have a game in less than 2 weeks. Are we
3 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks tomorrow.
Sorry.
3 weeks tomorrow, the window. 2 weeks yesterday, the first
today,
game.
football season. Yeah, 2 weeks today, the football season. Yeah, Brentford.
Are we just saying the Brentford game doesn't matter?
2 weeks yesterday. Not 2 weeks today.
2 weeks yesterday.
Yeah.
2 weeks yesterday.
We've got a game, our first game in 13 days, and we've only got Tell and Richarlison's our only fit attackers. That is, and they've had a whole summer to rectify these problems. This is why I said it right from the start, even before we signed, like the Van Hecker and Wellmarko, we need to get our forwards in, because the further the window goes on, the harder it is to get attacking player in. Because
listen, they knew Kudus is injured. Yeah, Harry Wilson was up for free for nothing. Yeah, his XP and his goal and assist were second to none. I'm telling you, they were bloody good. Yeah, and he's got the leads for nothing.
Yeah, I would have taken him.
And we ain't even got a winger. We ain't got a right winger.
Looking at the situation we're in now,
what are they doing, man?
I would have snatched your hand off for Harry Wilson.
Yeah,
it's another. I know he's
superb little player.
Why have we let Solomon go? I'm not saying Solomon's good enough, but we need wingers. We've not even brought anyone in yet, and we're letting someone go.
Well, perhaps I don't know, mate.
At this rate, who said it was it Danilis who put in the chat? We're going to have up front. We're attacking the game. Brentford's going to be.
It'd be Vicario,
Tell Yang and Pigeon.
Now
Vicario up front. He can kick the ball.
Now Solanke's injured. Richarlison's definitely staying, isn't he?
Oh yeah, mate.
That's the way you got to look at it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the way you got to look at it. Right. Cheers, Solanke.
Would you have kept Lancashire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have kept him till we got somebody in.
Good enough, but
I agree with that, Simon. 100%,
Simon. They should have kept him. They should have kept Lancashire till they got somebody else in.
100%, mate.
Let me say, right, they'll be sick that they let Lancashire go now. And I'll tell you why. Not because he's the best, right? Or not because we haven't maybe seen the best. I don't know, right? But if you could imagine, the Harry Kane story years ago, when Tim Sherwood said, come on, he's got to play, right? That made Harry Kane, right? When you look now, they've let Lancashire go. Can you imagine now Solanke's injured if they'd have kept Lancashire? But for whatever reason, he starts banging them in every game.
Well,
and he's already here.
What a strike from Middlesbrough the other day. That's awesome.
I'm not saying he's the best, by the way. I'm not.
I'm glad they sold him. I'm glad, because if with everything happening, even if everything's happening now, if we were playing Brentford, I wouldn't want to see Lancashire playing. So I'm glad they sold him.
I'd rather him than Richarlison, because he don't do nothing.
It is. Phil Toys put we're losing our minds because there's no strikers, because our strikers are useless.
I'm not losing my mind, Phil. It's just I just feel like I'm watching this shit play out every time.
I am.
Right? And all I want them to
losing my nut.
is when they come out and say we're going to do something, do it. Right? At the moment, the way I look at it is they've 60% back the manager, because he said we're 60% done. Right?
Listen.
So he's asking for 4 more, or even give him 2. Give him something, but don't give him the Pigeon, and a broken down Solanke to go into the season with.
What have we relied on in the last 18 months? We've been 17th every time. You know what I mean? For the last 2 seasons, yeah? We relied on Solanke and the Pigeon. And what has it... I mean, it nearly got us relegated. Ain't they learnt their bloody lesson?
You know what? I actually don't like to dream of Scott. I agree with everything he said there, and I really hate to dream of him. But unfortunately, I had to. I've given the club the benefit of the doubt and stuff, but it's absolutely criminal.
Do a seance afterwards.
Season without any decent strikers, is absolutely criminal for that football club.
No.
It's baggers.
Let's go over to the chat quickly.
I'm done with it all. Especially this bloody Savinio shit. I've had enough of that.
Waterway, Spurs. Waterway.
Phil Coys has put, if we spaced out all the signings we made already, no one would be saying fuck all. Just because we made all 6 all together early, it looks worse.
It's just nonsense.
That's not.
I'm not having that, Phil. I'm not having that. I'm sorry, mate. No way. If you'd have said to me our 6 signings were going to be the first 6 that we signed and we weren't going to sign no more, I would say to you, Phil, fucking hell. What, they're going to bring all these players in and have Richarlison up front or Solanke up front if he's fit? No
them
way,
two nearly
mate.
got us relegated. 2 seasons on the trot, yeah? And they're going to rely on them again? Fuck that.
Respect, Phil, that is, by the way, with respect.
Fuck that. No way. I can't have that.
Tom Kingham, evening, buddy.
Big up, Tom.
Was it? Phil's also put reactionary FC. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, if that's what you want, Phil, that's what you want your team to be. You know, Richarlison and Solanke up front, and happy days for you. Ain't for me, mate.
No.
Yeah, where is Aussie Ange? I don't think he's subscribed to me yet, so we'll get there.
Yeah, sort him out. Have a word with him.
Phil has more excuses than any fan in this fan base. Oh, there's shots fired here, boys.
Shots fired from DD to VC.
Sorry, what about Nicholas Jackson? Would you take him from Chelsea?
No.
I wouldn't take him, but do you know what? I would now, because we've only got one fit striker.
The thing is, Dave, he can't finish his dinner.
Yeah, but neither can the other 2, so it's going to see.
I know, so what's
the point of having 3 people that can't finish a dinner?
But what's the point of spending unnecessary money on someone that can't score?
He's got double-digit goals the last 2 years in the Premier League. He's not my top choice, but I would take him over Richarlison or Solanke.
Yeah, I would.
At least with Jackson, right? At least he can hold the ball up and make runs and stuff like that and link play. The other 2 can't. They're terrible. So, do you know what I mean?
Take Mika Gotts all day long.
Yeah, I'll take Mika Gotts all day
long. Too late, isn't it?
You don't? No, he ain't signed yet, is he?
No, he hasn't signed. It's just talk, isn't it?
He will.
What's a deal that'll be, though, wasn't it? 43 mil. 43 mil.
The thing is about Jackson, yeah, he's still double digits, but so is Richarlison still double digits, but we want him out the door, don't we? Jackson misses about 6 chances a match.
Yeah, no, he's not my top choice, but Richarlison scored, I think, 4 goals like 2 years ago. Richarlison's up and down. He's not my top choice, but he's better than Solanke. That's all I'll say. This is what we're going to get to now is, would you take him? He's not ideal, but he's better than what we have. And at some point, we need to make...
We've lost Torres now, haven't we? Yeah, Torres has gone PSV.
That was the question I was alluding.
He was never coming anyway.
Yeah, that was the question I was alluding to, Rowley, when I was at the beginning of the thing. If it's not Osherman, right? For whatever reason, we can't afford him too much. Well, whatever it is, they can afford it, right? If they want to.
Yeah.
Right? If it's not him, then what level are you going to again? That's why I was asking if you could give it.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right.
Do you know what I mean? Because already we're 34 minutes in and we're talking about Nicholas fucking firing blanks Jackson. Coming to Spurs. Do you know what I mean?
Sponsored by Outspan.
Well, sponsored by
Seedless.
You like, but he don't
Seedless.
Yeah.
Firing blanks.
Yeah.
What?
The Brentford striker, Thiago, the Brentford striker.
I'll take him.
they're not going to let him go now, are they, mate? Do you know what I mean?
So they offer the money.
They've already lost their other little player, haven't they? Do you know what I mean? So they're not going to.
I think we have more chance of getting someone a striker abroad than we do in the Premier League now.
Do you know who we're going to end up with? Don't you? I'm telling you now. Another Chelsea reject up front.
Go on.
You know who it is, don't you? Delap. I'm fucking telling you. I'm telling you.
That's the bomber.
They ain't going there with that. If they go there with that, they're going to get shit on. I'm telling you now. They're going to get.
I'm telling you, that is where we're going. That is where we're going. If they don't get Osman, and they're going to panic, and they're going to go, oh, we'll get Delap in.
Would anyone take Mateta? Sorry, Clucky. Would anyone take Mateta?
No. He's.
I think he's
dodgy knee.
I'd rather him than Delap.
Yeah, oh God, not Delap.
If I'll give you a name now of someone that I know wants to come back to the Premier League, I guarantee you at least 4 of you will say no. Right? But let's see. Ready?
Suspense is killing me.
Darwin Núñez.
Would you take
He's always offside.
He's another one that can't finish his dinner, isn't it?
He's always offside.
Spectacular player on the ball, though, Anthony. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah,
he can link people up. Yeah, he's offside a lot, but he's got to work on it at the end of the day, isn't he?
What as up front or on a number, or just like on the wing?
Well, he's Darwin Núñez, isn't he? He's a centre forward. Yeah.
Is he really?
Want someone decent. I just want anyone decent. Just
you're out of decent, mate. Not unless you're going to go and pay the dough for it.
Ivan Toney.
Let's put it another way. Let's put it another way. Think of the top 6 in the Premier League, right? And is there a striker, apart from maybe Ollie Watkins, that you can think of that would leave their club to come to Spurs and Gakpo, maybe? Go on.
Ollie Watkins I'll take in a heartbeat.
Right?
Yeah.
Can you think of any others?
I'll tell you. Sorry, to go back to your Núñez. I would take him but you need to have a plan. If he's there, you're playing a certain style, right?
Yeah.
Because you need to. He's more like you said. He's going to hold up the ball and he's going to work on passing it to the wingers a lot and to players coming in. So I think if you had him, he's not my favorite choice. I think he's better than what we have, and I think if you play him the right way, that he can work. Look, as much as people complain about him, Liverpool had success with him as their striker. But my concern is, and what I've been saying is, you want time to work with the players and the manager to get the system there. So if you're bringing him in, I don't think then you can have Savio and Kudos because they're not going to be able to score enough goals, right?
That's right.
If you had him with the Gakpo, which he worked with.
I think Marmoush is the one. Really, I'd take Marmoush.
To finish with Marmoush, City are messing about with Savinho. They're not going to let us have Marmoush.
Exactly. They're going to muck us about on that one, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is the thing, isn't it?
So I mean, we're worse getting Marmoush out because he's basically Haaland's backup.
That's right. You're right.
Yeah.
No, because they've got Foden, haven't they?
I'm running out of players and ideas.
Was a number 10. Foden don't play number 10.
Yeah.
I'm literally running out of ideas and players to think that
this is the problem, Dave. Running out of players.
They've all been snapped up.
They've been snapped up, and we've left it too late again. This is why we need a proper, director of football.
Yeah,
we need a proper director of football because these fucking idiots don't know what they're doing. It's all right going sorting out in the midfield without. We've known for 18 months or 2 seasons that we need a fucking striker and a left winger. Bullshit.
Who's the name of the new guy coming? Chris something, can it?
Ramsey.
Chris Ramsey. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's
I thought it's the celebrity, isn't it? What's his name? Chris Ramsey, isn't it?
Chris Ramsey's come back.
Yeah, he's been at Spurs before. Yeah,
he's been at Spurs before.
We can't put too much blame on him because he's.
No, you can't blame him. No. You can't. It's Johan Lang, isn't it? Johan Lang takes the front of this, most of all this. Johan Lang.
And Vinay.
Please. They both need to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
They both need to go.
Get rid of them both. Go and bring Dougie Friedman in.
Dougie Friedman. Or that Pinto from Bournemouth.
Pinto, yeah.
You're going to play Dougie Friedman. Or Paul Mitchell.
Look at that. Look, Marmouche, no way does he get a go.
No, forget about Marmouche. He ain't coming.
No, Marmouche ain't going to come to us.
No. This is another one where I hate to go back to it again. Omar Marmouche, if you want him, you go in on whenever the transfer window opens, the first day with City, and you say, we want Marmouche. We're willing to pay 70 million. And if they're willing to talk about it, good.
See this one,
you move on.
If you can prize him out of Inter, I'll take him all day long. But you ain't getting him out of Inter. He loves Inter.
They tried years ago. They couldn't get him out.
He loves Inter. You ain't getting him out of Inter.
More chance of Osherman coming than him. Yeah.
This would be more realistic. Marcus Thuram. He'd be more
realistic. He's a good player.
He's a good player. Big, strong, physical, fast. He's got everything to be a good striker in the Premier League. I rate him very highly.
Go and get him. Go and get him.
What about Vlahovic?
I don't know if Thuram's going to leave either for us.
No,
Sorloth's just signed for someone. Sorloth has.
I've got a question for you all. I'll go through you all one at a time. What do you believe the hold-up is with bringing him forwards?
They don't know what they're doing, mate.
I'll start off with Cookie.
Thanks, mate. Selling players, getting players out the door first, because the squad is bloated.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. Right? So they've got to get players out. They've just got to. They've got to have deals in place at least to get players out before they can bring players in. It's a massive problem. Don't get me wrong, they can bring them in, but say for argument's sake you end up with 25 non-homegrown players in your squad.
Definitely that one.
Yeah, 4 of them are not going to get a number. So you're paying them for nothing. Do you get what I mean, though? They're not going to get a squad number.
No.
You know, so I can't see the point of that. To me, it's just throwing money down the drain. You're not telling me there's not someone at that club that can't get these players out. And like Danny says, if you've got to take a cut on them, you take a cut on them. If you can't get your money back, you can't get your money back. Do you know what I mean? But they've got to go first. And in the meantime, for the next couple of days and for whatever's been going on for the last 5 weeks, they've got to identify players. Look, this Mikowadze bloke, whatever his name is, does he score enough goals? Is he physical? Does he score? I don't know. I don't know enough about him. He's another name that's been mentioned. Balogun. I can't have Balogun. No. I'm sorry, not for me personally.
He's been offered to Spurs. He's been offered to Spurs, hasn't he?
Yeah, I can't have him.
Problem is, when they're being offered to you, something seriously is wrong.
Yeah,
could be attitude, whatever. Yeah, could be.
Not necessarily. Oh, I've just read something now, just on X, 6 minutes ago, updated. Jed Spence's representatives have offered his services to Manchester United. Fuck's sake. So that's another. So now we're going to have. So if it's just for play a scenario, he goes to United. We now need another right back with
Archie Gray. It'd be Archie Gray, Mr. Versatility.
Of course it will.
Yeah, of course
it will. He can play anywhere, can't he? So they say.
What do you guys make of this talk about apparently Romero being open to Arsenal?
Oh,
that's just
that doesn't surprise me.
Do your thing, mate.
No.
Can't do your thing.
He'll go to Spain.
Give us 15 million and do what you like.
He wants to go to Atletico Madrid. I think that's his way of basically saying that if I'm not going to get the move to Atletico Madrid, I'll go to Arsenal.
Spurs won't sell him to Arsenal. They won't do it.
Let him do what he wants to do.
Offer stupid money.
Send him abroad.
Yeah. Well, all I've got to say, sooner he goes, the better. Just get him out. Just get rid of him. You don't need that mentality at the club anymore. I'm sorry.
Arsenal fans won't even want him, will they?
It's awful.
Say that again.
Dave,
Arsenal fans won't even want him.
Yep.
Just to go back to your question when you asked what's preventing it, I think it's Rolly said it. I heard him yell it out, and Cookie was getting there. I think the problem is the club is showing that they don't have any kind of plan. Because the reality is we've known that we needed a striker for at least a year. We'll give them credit and say they weren't sure until January. But at January, we knew we needed a left wing and a striker. And I know we're saying that it's a limited market, But look at what we've talked about. If you want kind of a target man, traditional number 9, Mark's just said a guy like Darwin Nunez. Somebody in the chat said somebody like Sorloth. You have Thiago.
Somewhere. I can't remember. He's
gone
somewhere.
There's options of that way. If you're talking about you want more of a versatile guy who isn't a traditional number 9, Torres, Marmouche, Mikatadze, Hendrick are out there. There's guys out there so that you could have what you need to. What we haven't seen is there's a plan. What do you want? How do you want to play? Now you target 4 or 5 guys. You go out there. You find out which ones are available. Which ones, like you said, I think Simon said a few of them aren't available. Fine. You find out that they aren't available, right? And then you move on. What we've seen here is that there isn't a plan. So we've spent so much time on Savinho. And when that isn't working, we don't have plan B that we can move on to right away because we're moving on to plan B in August. And then it takes time to get these moves in place. There's no plan.
No plan.
There's 2 loans coming. I can guarantee you there'll be 2 loan moves coming in.
That'll be Hendrick then, won't it?
No, well, according to Daryl here, Hendrick won't accept a loan move. He will accept a loan move under 2 conditions. Join a club playing in European competition, preferably the Champions League.
He ain't coming
to Spurs.
There's another one gone. Do you know what I mean? Like off the list, whether you wanted him or not.
No.
It's madness, mate, honestly. And Scott's spot on, you know, right? We said beforehand, before De Zerbi took over, there was never any plan, right? And it don't really look like there's much of a plan now, unless they know. Obviously, he seems to be in charge of the players that he wants in at the moment, and he's telling them what he wants. But if those players are not realistically about, Tottenham have got to drop the levels to find ones that are about, that can even remotely do part of the job that he wants done.
Agreed.
I think we're trying to mix this, like the old school Lang stuff, with trying to mix it with De Zerbi, and we hear a lot of talk about, Morrison's doing this stuff and Ramsey's doing his stuff, and everything you hear and can see from behind the scenes, it looks like it's just a mismatch of everything. And it's like, well, let's try to get all these 5 or 6 people to try to work together. I don't think that's the way to do it. You need somebody there organizing the whole thing. Again, I harp on it on every show I go to, but you have guys like Michael Edwards, like Monchi, like Berta at Arsenal. Yeah. These guys are so important because they're the ones that take all the information you get and make a decision on it. Where who's doing that at our club? Who's
making Dougie Freeman in? Get Dougie Freeman.
Dougie Freeman's the one for me all day long. Dougie Freeman.
And it shouldn't be De Zerbi. As much as we love him, managers don't do that now. This is not 1990s under Ferguson.
That's right.
The managers don't do it anymore. They're part of it, but they're not the main. Their input is there for other people to do the work.
The thing is, Dougie Freeman come to the ground. Yeah, he was seen at our ground, and the thing with that is, they said to him, you've got to work under Lange. He said, "Fuck you." You know what I mean? I'm a director of football, and that's why he went. That's why he wouldn't come.
And there's a list of your. Do any of them take anyone's fancy?
Do you know what? I liked him in the World Cup, that Oyarzabal. I did like him, but
to be fair, I would actually take every single one of those players. I actually would take every single one of them.
The problem is, Undav, I've mentioned this before, Undav's been at Brighton and he was a flop at Brighton. So
in the Premiership.
I'm not so sure. It was.
Yeah.
Why can't they go and get someone like Garassi?
Garassi, even if it's just like a stopgap, do you know what I mean? Until we can find someone.
Well, we can't use the excuse of its age because we've just signed Andrew Robertson, so we can't.
He's about 30, and he's about 30, Garassi.
He's 29, isn't he? He's 29?
30.
He's 29. He's about to turn 30. He's about to turn 30. Patrick Schick from Bayer Leverkusen, I'd take him. Kramaric from Hoffenheim, I'd take him. Oyarzabal, I'd definitely take. And I'd even take Malen because he's got buckets of pace, and he's Premier League proven, technically speaking, because he's played for Villa.
Yeah.
So
I would have taken.
I wouldn't want Malin. He's not the worst, but everybody else on that list, sure. I mean, we're so desperate now.
But Guirassy, I think would be a very good signing. If you want someone who's big, strong, physical,
quick,
you know what I mean? He's the best of the bunch out of them.
Yeah.
And he scored, to be fair, he scores goals.
Yeah.
Probably more goals than all of them as well.
You've got to get him out of Dortmund, though.
I don't think that'll be hard. Dortmund do.
I don't think that'll be hard at all. Do you know what? I'd even get a deal like I'd even say, look, do you want Bergvall with a loan with an option to buy to sweeten the deal? That's what I would do with that. They love youngsters, don't they? They absolutely love them.
Bergvall would thrive at Dortmund.
Yeah, he would do.
Probably would do.
I mean, has anyone snapped? Because I know Julian Brandt has left Dortmund. Has he signed for anyone yet?
Let's have a look.
Ajax.
Well, I think he has.
Leeds were looking at him. Leeds were looking at him. Yeah.
He didn't go Leeds.
No, he signed with Ajax. He had the jersey and everything.
Stop. Where's he gone?
Ajax.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's at Ajax. Yeah, he signed. I'll tell you at the moment. I'll tell you. I'm looking at transfer market now when it comes up.
I'm pretty sure I saw him like in the jersey.
Yeah, it's just signed 31st of 7th, 2026 till 29.
Yeah, and Malin, Ronnie's put in the chat, has just signed for Roma in May.
Marlon did. Marlon.
Yeah, did he sign for Roma in January?
Don't know exactly when.
He was at Villa, wasn't he? He left Villa in January.
Oh, probably, yeah, maybe then. Yeah. Unless he signed another contract
the Wonder
to
Kid.
stay.
Oh, no, don't tell me that. It's gone.
Who?
No, hang on. I was just looking at the Wonder Kid. It just come up and it went. I think it said Ajax. I think it's what's his name?
Ronnie, Marlon left Villa in January. Maybe it was a loan in January then, but he definitely left Villa in January, mate.
Oh, Marlon, yeah, he did go,
Yeah, that was on loan, Ronnie's saying.
That was a loan, yeah. I remember
He's
now.
probably signed now. Yeah, there you go.
So
that's what it is.
I was surprised that Villa let him go.
PSG are chasing him, Mika Götze.
They won everyone.
But he ain't gone there yet because he's still playing for Ajax. So there's a way of getting him if you wanted him.
Oh,
he's going to be cheaper. He's going to be cheaper than Savinho.
I think he's better than Savinho, to be fair.
At this moment in time, I just want him to please Rowley.
Yeah.
Now you've got your tongue in my ass. No, seriously, he's a good player. Sound player.
No one mentioned Ivan Toney.
He's just been
Ivan Toney. He actually Yeah, he actually said I ain't going to a shit club like Tottenham, basically, something like that on fucking TalkSport.
Oh, really?
Tottenham is shit, yeah. And I thought, no, fuck him, I don't want him. Yeah, he wanted Arsenal. Yeah, he said he liked the way Arsenal play. And he said, what about Tottenham? He said, no, he said they're not a very good club. They're shit, basically.
I didn't hear that. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, he did. He sort of. It was all over the media. He sort of poo-pooed Tottenham, and he thought, you know, why would you do that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but James Maddison poo-pooed Tottenham years ago. Things change when it comes to football.
Yeah, well, it was years ago, wasn't it? But that was just like this year when he done that. So,
well, we've got to do something, haven't we, at the end of the day? And I think unless an Osherman type comes in up front, I think people may well be underwhelmed. By what comes in. But
you've got them. That story's proper died off now, isn't it? So that just makes you wonder: was it all just ITKs making bullshit up?
Maybe
this is the thing, isn't it?
About De Zerbi saying a bomber's coming. Surely that weren't it.
I'd
be annoyed if that was all just not like nonsense.
No, I mean if we get him right. If we get that striker from Turkey, man, That's a fucking atomic bomber, that one. I'm telling you. That's a nuclear bomb.
Trouble is, you know what's going to happen, don't you? I mean, Arsenal need a striker, don't they? You can see them going after him.
No.
Rowley, this is going to break your heart, mate.
Fuck Arsenal.
Mika Gott's gone, isn't he?
No, João Palhinha heading to Newcastle.
I saw that.
Really?
Do you know what? It's just stupidity for Tottenham, and that is because they said everyone was saying, "Oh, he's got to go back for family reasons. Yeah, he's going to go to Newcastle." Well, that's bullshit again, isn't it?
We can only say what we read, Rowley. So you don't know what you're reading nowadays.
This is what you got to go by.
Well, I think he wasn't here because he doesn't fit with what De Zerbi wanted. So
yeah, I mean,
well, we've got Fernandes and Tonali, and there's no space for him.
There's no space for him. We've got no Europe, no space for him.
The thing is, though, one gets injured, then what we're going to play? Gray. We're going to play Sarr.
Sarr has to go.
Yeah, but then look, then we've got to play. Then we've got to play someone, haven't we? So and it does happen injuries at Tottenham. Yeah, you can't keep a. Huh?
I had Villa after Sarr.
Yeah.
They can add him.
I'd rather Palhinha sitting on the bench and bloody Sarr or the other one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but does he want to do that?
Right.
Well,
Like,
he would have stayed at Tottenham.
Sit on the bench.
He said he wanted to stay at Tottenham, didn't he?
I don't think he wants to sit on the bench because if he wants to sit on the bench, he can sit on the bench at Bayern. Well, actually, maybe not.
Yeah, but
they told him to get lost, but
players get tired and things like that. It's not saying he ain't going to play him. Do you know what I mean? People can run their bollocks off for fucking 60 minutes.
For we know, De Zerbi might have wanted him, but said, "But we can't guarantee you first team football." And he might have said, "No, I want to play first week in, week out." So he can't offer it.
For the sake of 20 million, man, what player of his caliber can you get for 20 million?
But he might want to play first team. He want to be.
You're lucky if you get a schoolboy for that. You know what I mean? And you're getting a quality fucking.
He's on for Newcastle. They've let a lot of players go, so he'll go straight into that side.
I'll tell you what, though, Rowley, you got to let it go, mate, because it ain't happened and it ain't going to happen.
No, but I'm just. This is what it just doesn't make fucking sense.
I get you.
It don't make sense, mate.
I get you.
Whether let it go or not, it don't make sense.
Can I ask a question? If we didn't get a forward or a forward that came in that was underwhelming, like we was just talking about, would anyone get Krupi signed up ready for when he's to come back?
No, you can't buy a player that.
He's out for 4 months, isn't he?
It's a metatarsal. It's only a metatarsal. Wayne Rooney done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's him getting fit again. He'll probably turn up, be a trip over at Tottenham, and he'll be out for the season. No injury.
Well,
this is what I'm saying about midfield. You watch what you wait and see. Wait and see.
I mean, yes, I would, but I wouldn't like it if they said, "Well, we signed Krupi, so now we don't have to sign anybody else."
Yeah, I get that.
But if you brought in Krupi and another quality striker, I'm fine. Because it's just
I don't understand
bone,
that,
right?
Man.
Broken bones.
Well, you're saying they never come to us.
As much problems coming back than like muscle injuries.
Trouble with would they still demand 80 odd million, 90 million, whatever they're asking for him? And at the end of the day, he's injured.
Of course they would. Yeah, they would. Probably would. Yeah, they would.
Yeah,
because it's a broken bone, right? It's not as concerning. Like when the bone's healed, you're pretty much back. You're fine. It's not a torn knee. It's not an ACL or a ligament issue like that. It's just a broken bone. So
it's.
I'm fed up with getting quick players.
We've got ourselves in the position where I didn't want us to be in. 3 weeks to the window close, and we're still. And my only theory of it is literally they are working on something so big, but they're waiting for the other club to replace him. That is the only thing I can think of.
Surely something's got to happen this week. If it doesn't happen this week, it won't happen, I don't think.
Well, Dave, working on three big things? Because we need three.
They can barely manage one, let alone three.
There's two things I want out at the club. There's two things I want out of the club is Lange and fucking Vinay. That's a big problem at the club.
That's not going
happening. That ain't happening.
No, I know, but
like I could go with that, Dave, if we had signed Gakpo and Savinho, and then we're working on Osterman, and you're saying like okay, they're not bringing in the striker. Okay,
I can take that.
My concern
I'll take that.
I can take that for a minute. Yeah, but
I don't think you're getting. Well, you might get 3 in, Scott, but I think a couple of them will be loans. You know,
doing all.
And the other thing is, as well, that we can bring up about is this magical war chest. Because at the moment,
full of shit.
We're about 90 million quid in, right? Net spend with Romero to go, with Vicario to go. Solomon's gone near enough. Sarr to go.
Bergville.
Right? Bergville to go, maybe.
That's if he goes.
And maybe a couple of others, right?
Yeah.
They're going to be in negative spending, negative total altogether if they don't buy any more players. And I can see them buying 1 and loaning 2.
Yeah.
Well, do you think it's to do with the homegrown quota that we need certain amount of homegrown players or whatever? Is the reason we're not signing anyone? That might be it.
This is the reason why I'm thinking our bomber's going to be Morgan Gibbs-White. I've got a feeling that we're going to do it behind closed doors with Bergvall going one way, Gibbs-White coming to us. I think that's going to, in my head, I think that's the deal. That's the hidden.
Not enough, man.
No, it's not near enough. But I think that's in their head. That will be.
I know it sounds like I'm sounding greedy, and like Phil says, "Oh, you want everything all in." I don't want everything all in one window, Phil. But what I will say is, right, I expected him after everything they said when they came out, right, was to give him a first team. To give him a chance to get through to January, where they could maybe get rid of another couple that they couldn't manage to get rid of, maybe bring another couple in or just bring 1 in, whatever. Get through to the end of the season and go again. Yeah, but, mate, Scott, honestly, it's
I see your comment where is it? Osterman, Morgan Gibbs-White and Yildiz, triple bomber on Monday. If that happens, I'll give you £1,000, all right?
No, I'll take everything back.
Yeah, I'll take everything back if that happens, but it ain't going to happen.
It ain't going to happen, is it?
See, I could even go with a Morgan Gibbs-White and an Osterman.
Oh,
right? To a certain degree, because then he could end up playing 3 at the back with wingers.
That's right, wing backs.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
He might try and do it like that.
Yeah, I'll be happy with that. With them 2 coming in, definitely.
And there's another thing as well. Another player I've just mentioned, haven't mentioned yet. I've just remembered, Mikey Moore. What's going on with the FC?
That's on hold.
That's been like.
I think they just needed him to play because they didn't have numbers, and he'll be gone.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to Cone, wasn't he?
He is.
FC Cone.
Imagine he got injured in it.
He's been.
Well, get El Marla then. If he's going to go and play,
he's a good player.
If he's going to go. If he's going to go on that wing for Cone, FC Cone, Omala's going to go and get him. Good player, Elmala.
Elmala is a very, very good little player. And he's going to be, in the next 2 seasons, he's going to be playing for a big club, a very big club. He's a good player.
Johnny keeps talking about him, Elmala. Johnny does.
Well, Johnny told me, he announced it on it. It was quite a few weeks ago.
He said get him in. Yeah, Johnny says get him in.
I done a little bit of research on him and stuff like that, and I was like, mate, this kid can ball, mate. He can ball.
He's a great little ball player. He could go past a player and everything.
And like the same with like Mika Gotts. We was all saying towards the end of last season, mate, that's the player we need for next season. I was calling it for a best part of a year.
Still available.
Christoph Solis. And he's now gone to Arsenal. Do you know what I mean?
What a joke that is, mate. Him going to Arsenal. Honestly, I can't believe we never got in early for him. Solis.
This is why I'll say it till I'm blue in the face, mate. This is why you do your business early. You get your key figurines in early, and then the rest hopefully puts it. All the rest of the puzzle falls together nicely. But we've just We've started from the back, worked way at the top. Right, I get it.
Arsenal got proper people inside. I hate saying it. They've got proper people there that know what they're doing. We don't.
Yeah.
Half the players we got in have been on free transfers. Half the six on free transfers.
We have got, like Senesi,
and 2 of them were done in January. If we stayed up, 2 were done in January. If we stayed up, so we haven't. We've really got like 3 players in, really, haven't we?
This is why I say it's not De Zerbi's players, that they're already coming in anyway. You know what
That's
I mean?
right.
Them players.
Yeah.
De Zerbi got his back line what he wanted. No, he fucking didn't.
It still brings you back to the point, is 185 million quid on Tonali and Fernandes, and the other 60 million on Van Heck. So the best part of 240 odd million quid. Right?
They brought in 140, haven't they? 140 virtually?
140, 150 million, something like that, yeah.
And still more to go, and more to go. But what I'm getting at is that they've brought 2 top quality players in, or Tonali definitely, Fernandes. Definitely.
He looks like he'll be a very good player.
He'll be a good player,
Right? And then we haven't complemented it. And again, Phil will say, well, we've got 3 weeks to go yet, Mark, but I want them in, Phil. I want them in moulding.
They should be gelled in, yeah. They should be knowing their players and knowing how they play, yeah, and you know what I mean? Not fucking just chuck them in at the deep end. Yeah. Get some kind of philosophy going. Otherwise, they're just going to throw them in at the deep end and say, I'll get on with it.
Yeah,
what fucking good's that?
You were saying about Mikey Moore. Apparently, he got into some good positions, put some good crosses in, but no finish again. So, is he getting any better? Is he only going to get to a standard?
No, you can't rely on him.
You know what I mean? And it's like, we was here last year talking about Mikey Moore. What should we do?
No, he's not the answer. He's not the answer.
Do you know what I mean?
He ain't the answer now. We need
the answer, please. We need for now. We need for now.
The concern I have is those moves, like you just said, the Senesi move, the 2 midfielder moves, again, which are great, Van Hecke. You know what those moves do? They make sure you don't finish 17th again.
That's right.
Yeah. If that's your concern, is don't finish 17th
that's
again.
Right. That's right.
Then that's okay. If you want to have football success, you need the forward additions. If you don't care about football success, the forward additions aren't that important, right? Because you're just worried from a financial aspect that our club can't be 17th again, you've done enough for this window. If you care about football and success going forward, you haven't done enough. And lots of us have the same concerns. It might be that the club is done what they needed to do. Don't finish 17th again. No more relegation battles. And we've got that covered. What we don't have covered is competing at the higher levels, and we need forwards to do that.
We won't let in many goals. We won't let in many goals this season. We won't let in many goals, I shouldn't think, but we're not going to score many, are we? We're not going to score many. We won't let many in, but we ain't going to score many. There could be quite a few draws.
Yeah, the old 1-0s and all that.
There's going to be a few draws, I reckon, this season.
Perhaps we're going down that route like the Arsenal used to be. Perhaps we're going down the old
1-0.
But if we're doing that, I don't know if Kinski's the goalie you have for that. That's a big risk to do that.
If we win the league, though, winning 1-0,
now you're talking out your ass.
We're not winning. I mean, again, we have our defense is better, but it's not elite. It's not top end. There's a lot of clubs out there with better defenses than we have. So,
Arsenal have,
I don't. We're just trying to find reasons why, because there's no logical reason why we haven't addressed the forwards.
Is Noosa still available at the moment?
Yeah.
He's still available.
There's a player, isn't there? There's a winger.
Yeah, he failed his last medical, didn't he? Failed his medical, didn't he?
Yeah, that was a couple of years ago, though, that was, when he failed his medical.
I mean, he played in the World Cup. He looked all right with the World Cup, didn't he?
I think he turned Spurs down for Brentford. He turned Spurs down for Brentford, didn't he? At one time.
I think we turned him down in the end, didn't we, Ozan?
Yeah, he failed the medical.
Even that other Norwegian winger, Sheldon. That news has all died down now, isn't it?
Yeah, Benfica don't want to sell him.
We were linked with.
They're trying to get him to sign a new contract.
Everything's just died down.
Which one's that?
Sheldrick.
The Norwegian geezer.
And we offered close to what they wanted as well. It weren't like we was a million miles apart.
I think they wanted more up front.
Yeah.
Did Neto go to Man City in the end?
No. Chelsea have bumped their price up to 80.
Still at Chelsea.
Chelsea won for Neto and Enzo Fernandez.
60 million,
185 million between them from Man City.
Yeah, see, we've got.
We should have got Ataluch before PSG did.
We mucked about. I think Frank didn't want him or something.
Look, to take what Mark says, right? It don't even matter if players are in talks with other clubs. We've got the money to go and get the majority of the players that we want to go and get.
Money talks.
Right? Even if Torres is in talks with PSG for whatever it is, if we went in and offered 20 million more and offered him 50 grand a week more, you know he'd be coming.
Yeah, but isn't PSG, don't France pay loads more tax than over here?
I don't know, mate.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, tax is really high over there. So they'll only join PSG for like the clubs, they're a massive club. But apart from that, money-wise, we'd probably blow PSG out the water because of the tax.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know. I'm lost with it all.
Silly. It's getting silly now.
I'm lost with it all.
We're scraping a fucking barrel all the time now, aren't we? We're looking and scraping the barrel where all these players are going. Yeah, and you're thinking, well, what are we doing, Tottenham? What are you doing?
Yeah.
You know, you get two quality. What's the point of getting quality midfielders in and just scraping the barrel for strikers?
Yeah.
What we've needed desperately more than anything.
Yeah, just quickly. Would you play Jamie Donnelly at number 10? Give him a go against Brentford.
No. I don't really.
No, I wouldn't let him anywhere near the first team. He's not ready, mate.
No.
I would rather Luca Williams Barnett if I had to.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
I'd go Gallagher then Luca Williams Barnett. If Madison can't go, Gallagher first choice, Luca Williams Barnett second choice.
I swear this is going straight to the last day of the window, man, and we're going to get Gakpo and get our pants pulled down on the price, man. This is where
I like Gakpo though. I don't understand.
I'm not bothered how much they pay for him, Rowley. If the geezer wants him,
yeah, but it's just stupidity, isn't it? It's fucking stupidity with the club.
We've had our pants pulled down for Fernandez, so Fernandez isn't worth 85 million.
No, of course he isn't. But they went in early and got him. They were still piss balling about.
So you can't
get bantered by people for that. People say, "Oh, you've had your pants pulled down for Fernandez."
Just wait and see. Wait and see. He'll be all right.
I think he's a good player.
Fernandez is going to be a fantastic player for us.
Yeah.
I've spoken one of my best mates is a West Ham fan, and he said, right, we got a really good deal out of you because of the terms of we got relegated. But he said his words were, you've picked up an absolute machine of a midfielder. Does everything for the team. But his key strengths is what we've been missing for years is a ball playing central midfielder. He's so key at it. I think he's going to be fantastic for us. Do you know what I mean?
We need goals from midfield. We need goals from midfield as well, don't we? We need goals from midfield.
Which is why you need more.
Well, we're going to have to get goals from midfield, don't we? Because the forwards ain't going to be scoring.
Exactly.
The thing is, the Gakpo one is relied on whether Liverpool get Bartola. And if they don't get him, they won't sell Gakpo. That's as simple as that.
Where did our goals come from?
They want for him 170 million, I heard today.
Where did our goals come from last season?
Barcola, 170 million they were talking.
I heard 145. Maybe it's, don't know, maybe that's 170 euros or something.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, take a few off of that, yeah.
Where did our goals come from last season?
Richie.
Fucking, you know where they come from.
We didn't score. I think we were like 6th worst in the league in goals. So
Polina and fucking Romero's headers, wasn't it? Romero.
Yeah, 40 stunning goals last season.
Yeah,
Wow.
Richie finished on 12 Premier League goals.
So you can't rely on Richie. You can't rely on Solanke, and you can't rely on fucking.
They'll go, oh yeah, that's not bad. But 12 goals was one of the reasons why we finished 17, because he missed many.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Man?
Way too many as well.
Yeah, if you go down to Alfie Hall's comment, the second one from the bottom, though, this is realistic. This is realistic. This could happen. That could be our forward line if Kudus isn't fit.
Well, I just said I think they'll force Kudus, and then what are we going to do when he goes down because he's injured 20 minutes into the game?
Yeah, and you know Brentford
right wing Bergvall.
Say that again.
It's going to be Bergvall at right wing.
Oh Jesus! Should be.
We played Bergvall left wing a couple times last year.
What
right?
about Azazuli? What do you think of that as Azazuli? As Abba Azazuli?
Yeah, he's a good player. He's only a youngster though, isn't he, Rowley? Is he?
Yeah, he's a youngster.
He's 24.
Oh,
24. Okay.
Yeah, Almala's a youngster, isn't it? And everyone's saying like getting Almala in. So I just want
Almala, I think, is 19, and Azaruli, I think, is 24.
Almala's a tank.
Who's the one that Nige likes? Is it Asali?
Azazuli, is it?
Asali, whatever his name is. His deal to Leipzig falling through, isn't it?
Oh, yeah,
Asllani.
His deal has fallen through.
He failed his medical.
Yeah, Asllani.
What for? Fucking hell.
We'll get him. He's a crook player. We'll have him.
How do you fail a medical, for fuck's sake? You go on a treadmill and you get all put up with all these machines to measure your heart rate and pulse and stuff. How do you fail a medical?
Well, Ederson failed the medical. Then he was supposed to go to United from Atlanta, and he failed the medical.
I
think it's the records they look at, Dave. So they see like, oh, he's had his knee injury, or he had a knee surgery, and they read through it. And the doctors at your club don't want to approve him.
Yeah,
because if he then gets hurt in 6 months, then they're going to get sacked, right? So I think it's more. It's not. Yeah, it's more just. They look at the medical records. I think it's the medical records that get them.
Yeah, he came with an injury anyway. I think, didn't he, Ederson? I think he did come with an injury.
Yeah,
did he?
People that knew Ederson weren't surprised that he.
They're in trouble, as well. United, they ain't got a pot to piss in. They have not got a pot to piss in. I've been listening to some of their streams, right, and they're saying the only way that they can get funds in as such is to sell their star player, which is Bruno Fernandes.
Wow.
Right? They don't want to sell him.
Another one we missed out on years ago.
So they don't want to sell him. You know what I mean? And they're struggling to get people. He's 100 mil, isn't he?
No, he's 31, 32. He ain't worth it.
All right, then less than that. That's probably why they want to keep him. Because they know to replace him, it's another 110 mil.
Well, they don't want to keep him. He said no. They wanted to sell him to Saudi, and he said no.
Yeah.
But they were going to sell him, and he said he didn't want to go. Yeah, I think not quite this bad, but I can't think of his name. Jim, whatever their owner's name is. Why can't I get his last name? Jim, whatever.
Jim Ratcliffe.
Yeah. I think he's got a bit of Levy in him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Where they can spend, but he doesn't want to, and I'm not sure. He's not a Roman Abramovich where winning is everything. He'll spend whatever. I don't think he's willing to spend as much as.
So not only have they got lumbered with the Glazers that are ripping them off left, right, and centre, now they've got Jim Ratcliffe in as well, and he don't want to spend no money either. So
he'll spend some, but he's not gonna. He's not going to go crazy.
Yeah, but they're doing a new stadium, aren't they? United, they want a new stadium, building a new stadium. United.
I've seen the designs of this new stadium. It looks like a circus or something, like one of these circus tent things.
Well, if they build it right, the amount of money with the fans
Christ, they'd be.
They've got to wait a few years though, Scott. Haven't they? They've got to be patient. If that's where all their money's going into that ground.
Yeah.
Right. They're going to have to be patient over the next few years, and it's just going to be one here and one there, isn't it?
Cookie, you'll know better than. Well, you guys will all know better than me, but you even more. Reading it online, it seems like they might want to wait till some politicians get involved, and they're going to get Manchester and England to pay for the whole deal. If I'm not mistaken, you might know.
They're going to try. They're going to try. Yeah.
Oh,
there you go. We'll see.
We should have Dan coming on in a minute. Oh, Dan List. So we'll have a listen. See what
Yeah, square.
Done a very good program last night. Excellent program last night with Lubo. Did anybody watch it? Dan List with Lubo. Very good. 3 hours. Very good.
Yeah, it was a very
good show. I enjoyed that program last night.
Yeah.
Lubo's very good.
Yeah, he is. He's
like an encyclopedia of Tottenham, isn't he? Lubo.
Yeah, he is. He's
an encyclopedia. He's about my age, but he knows a hell of a lot more than I do. Hell of a lot more.
Well, he's also a shareholder, isn't he? He's a shareholder too, isn't he? So.
Sorry?
Yeah,
he's a shareholder.
Yeah, I'm just a supporter.
I reckon he knows. I reckon he knows a thing or two.
He knows everything.
Do you hear what Levy said to him when he asked him a question and he didn't want to know? Did he?
What was that?
He turned his back on him basically.
Oh, Luby, he turned his back. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, he said we're not even supporters. We're just a number to them.
That's right. He's right.
He goes. He said, "I'm a shareholder. We're a shareholders meeting." And he couldn't give a shit.
Yeah, terrible the way he was treated. Disgusting.
Oh,
but that's Levy. That was Levy for you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, he's gone now, so there's only one lot of people to blame. Yeah,
absolutely.
Left. They can't palm it off onto him no more. Yeah, they'll try and palm it off onto others, but they were the ones that gave the statements out at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Right? At the end of last season, beginning of this season.
Yeah.
Right? They've not followed through.
And January, they said they're going big. They've gone big in midfield, but where we've needed it.
I'm just a bit sick of it now, mate. And I hope in the next couple of weeks feels right. And they do come through with 2 or 3 forwards.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Or whatever. I just don't trust them.
One this week.
Just don't trust them.
There's nothing I want more from Tottenham to really do well, but I can't see it.
Yeah, we want to be proved wrong, don't we?
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's like I was on Hotspur Hood show the other day. I can't remember who asked the question, saying, it was something about ENIC 2.0 doing a good job and stuff like that.
But not.
And I was sitting back and I was going, well, no, because they almost got us relegated last season. People forgetting it's not this season they've started. It was last season they started ENIC 2.0, weren't it? So, and I was just like, no, they've almost got us relegated. Yeah, they're now showing a bit of ambition in the transfer market.
Yeah.
And but
in the wrong areas though. Right areas, but they should have done the front line before they even started in the midfield, because the midfield weren't too bad. Yeah.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
It won't let me, Dan. It won't let me add you, mate, because we've got a maximum capacity of 6. Wait there.
Do you want me to drop off so Dan can come on? Because I've got to have my tea anyway. I ain't had my tea yet.
I'll drop off, mate. I'll drop off. I'm gonna chill with missus anyway. But
you sure? All right.
Yeah. He's on a promise.
He's smiling. He's on a promise.
Cheers, mate. You take care, mate.
Take it easy, yeah. Cheers.
Yeah, take care.
See you later, brother.
See you later, Tom.
Just to build on what Anthony said, like he said, I want somebody in next week. Well, let's say, like, best case scenario, let's say we have it all wrapped up and we announce the signing tomorrow. They're doing their medical Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe in training Thursday, which is 10 days before our first game. Like, and that's super rushed. They probably don't even do it that fast. That's why when people keep saying, and Phil, we go back and forth all the time, me and Phil, but every time you say, like, well, it's not, it's we have lots of time. We don't. Like, best case scenario, we get a guy in 10 days before the season. That's not good. That's not a way to build a team. That's not a way to have success for the year, is bringing in guys after the season start, bringing them in 10 days before. That's not a way to build a team that's going to have success. It's a way to have a lot of issues going forward with your front line, trying to figure it out during the season. That's not what you want.
Well, true. Spot on, to be honest with you there, Scott. I can't really disagree with that. Come over to you, Dan. What do you think? What's your honest take on what this hold up is in bringing forwards? I mean, a lot of people have turned around and said they don't know what they're doing. There's no plan. There's no plan B. I've tried to be as diplomatic as I possibly can and say maybe they're working on something really big, but it's just taking time because they need to replace the player they're selling to us. What's your opinion? Why is this taking so long?
Well, evening, Dave. Evening, panel. Big up, chat. Hope everyone's well. Smash the likes and all of that. Thank you very much. Look, it's where do I start with this now? I mean, if you look online, it's people. People are getting worried, aren't they? It's panic stations. All the strong X posts are coming out. Same old Spurs. And I mean, out of all of us on this panel, I probably would say Scott was the one who was like, nah, I'm not having it. He called this ages ago. He wasn't having it. He wasn't jumping on the whole hype train of the transfer window. He wasn't. And he's right.
Shit, man.
Yeah, and this is what it was, isn't it? It's Scott says, and I've been listening in tonight. I've been working, I've been listening in, and Scott says that there's not a plan. And you can't really argue with it, because if there was a plan, we would have them forwards. You can't argue with it. Maybe they had a plan to begin with, but the plan's not working, right? We're 2 weeks away from the start of the season, and we're all very... I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on. I think they're messing up here. They're totally messing it up. Look, I just can't believe they haven't even got one in. Not even one forward. It's astonishing, isn't it? Like, they've had the whole summer transfer window, and I was listening in earlier, say if it was a Mamouche that we were interested in, yeah, we'll make the offer, isn't it? The window opens, go and make the offer, give City time to get a replacement. Mamouche, I seen today, and what's his name, Maresca, has spoken about him and said that, he wants more game time. There's no guarantee he's going to be here. So he might be a player looking for a move near the end of the window. I mean, he wants first-team football, and Spurs can give him that, right? So that may be an opportunity, but Spurs should have got it done. And I think I'm really, really worried that we're not going to get the forwards that we need. And it's going to be very, very, very disappointing. But then again, why are we surprised? Why are we surprised? We've got Enoch in charge. Yes, they're throwing a load of money about. Lange's still here. Vinay's still here. De Zerbi's got a list of signings he's handed over to these guys. And they can't get them forwards, can they?
But
they can't get them.
As Cookie says, we haven't really thrown any money about because we're getting it back with the other transfers.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But they had to sell these players, didn't they? So they had to sell the players. And we've broken the transfer window twice, this window. And on the face of it, at the beginning, we're thinking, hold on, this looks good. But they've come to a grinding halt. They haven't been able to get their targets. So and then the targets on number 2 or number 3, they're stalling over them as well. So and also they need a particular type of forward to fit De Zerbi football. So it can't be any old forward or any old left winger. Yeah. It's got to be a particular profile, and they've got to be a top player. Yeah, they can't be an average player. It can't be an okayish player. It can't be they're just better than what we've got. There's got to be some kind of plan around, how's that striker or that left winger going to fit into how De Zerbi wants to play? So they've messed up, haven't they? Let's be honest here. And De Zerbi will be furious if he doesn't get his forward players in before the start of the season or the very latest end of the transfer window. And then also like I think Cookie said, earlier, he said about we're going to be ending up getting loans again. We're going to be loans again. Desperation. And that is even more of a lottery. And look, I just don't expect much next season, to be honest. If it's those strikers going in, it'll just be, we won't get relegated and we'll play some better football, but we're not going to do a lot. We won't do a lot. We'll get to a big game. We'll get to a game. Sorry, man, I'll nearly finish. We'll get to a big game. We'll get to a quarter-final, maybe if we're lucky, or a semi-final, and we'll fuck up. We'll fuck up because we haven't got the forwards. We ain't got the killers. We ain't got the creativity. Madison, you can't rely on. Kulu, no. Kudos, we don't know.
No.
All these question marks, so many question marks. And the problem is, and so many of you have said on the panel, many fans have said for such a long time, the club knew we had massive issues in the forward line for so long since Son and Kane had left. Yeah. And they've not solved it. They've tried to bring in Tells, Wilson, Zhangs, God knows who else. They're not the solution. Solankis. No way. They're never going to be good enough. Let's not go Robertson. Look. But look, man, it's getting worrying. I hope the club do pull something off. There is still time, but they're under massive pressure to do it.
The longer we leave it, clubs are just going to go, right, Spurs have got money. They need the players. They're desperate. They got no one. Yeah, we're going to put another 30% on the players' price. And I know everyone's saying it don't matter what price you pay. Yeah, but they still got to get another 3 players in. So if we get a Gakpo and they want, say, we could have got him for 70 if we went in early, yeah, and then they go, oh well, we'll get Gakpo. It's going to cost you 90 million now. Do you know what I mean? Or 95 million. Yeah, that 25 million could have gone on with another player. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. And
we're going to get loans now.
And anybody in the fan base who's calm about this, give your head a wobble.
Yeah, honestly. Absolutely.
Give your head a wobble, because how many times has this club been here in this position doing some good work and then messing up when it comes to the most important part of the pitch, the forward, the goal scorers.
I'm too old and too shrewd for this fucking club now.
But we're not surprised. Why are we surprised? None of us must be shocked. Yes, be pissed off, be annoyed, be angry. Pray that we go and get an Osherman. Pray we go and get a Morgan Gibbs-White. Pray someone comes in. Desperate stations now, isn't it, guys? It's absolutely desperate. I've heard to all you guys tonight, many shows and different channels. What about this player? What about that player? We just go around in circles. The club haven't got a grip at right now, and they are floundering. They are floundering. These players should have been in weeks ago to integrate into De Zerbi's side, so they've messed up. Whatever good business they've done with Fernandes, Tonali, Van Hecker, they've messed up. The players are not here. There's 2 weeks to go. In these pre-season games, we ain't even seen our first team. We ain't seen nowhere near it.
That's right.
And we're underprepared, and we're not ready. No. And I'm really worried that this season, without those forwards, it's just going to be bang average.
Yeah, top 10.
Well, you said it. We're not prepared, Dan. Perfect way to say it. We're not prepared. And that's why when people say they're calm, it's already too late. If we bring the forwards in, doing, man. It's already too late. That's why I don't understand. It's too late to get them properly integrated into the team. So we're already behind. Even if we bring in the right players, it's already later than it should be.
Yeah, fucking right. ENIC out. That's what I say. ENIC out.
I got my flag.
Fucking bastards.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Excuse my French. Sorry. Couldn't say it any better than how Dan put it. He's spot on. Absolutely on the nose.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. You all say the same things, all of you.
Absolutely.
We're all saying the same things. We say it like slightly differently. Man. We're all saying the same stuff. We know our club. Yeah, we all know the story here. We're just very frustrated. We're very frustrated, and we're very disappointed right now. And we're like, oh, here we go again, isn't it? Get the players in. Come on.
You see, we all know ENIC, but the people that defend him, I can't defend him anymore. I'm sorry, I just can't.
No. Can't defend him.
No, don't know what to say, mate.
Everyone
knows how I feel about
everyone him. Blame Levy, but was he the mouthpiece of ENIC? Do you know what I mean? And he took the brunt. Do you know what I mean? Looks Levy was the bad man out of all of them. Do you know what I mean? Because he took the brunt. Yeah, he was the front man who was taking the bullets. Yeah, he
100% had to go, but he was just doing what ENIC wanted.
Exactly.
ENIC sat back and let him do, because he was doing what they wanted.
He has to do what
he needed to go, but so did they.
He had to do what the board tell him.
Guys, our forward line, and Darryl makes a good point here. Newcastle's forward line is better than ours, right? I think we've got one of the worst forward lines in the league. Really,
absolutely.
Kudos. Everybody else, it's what, bottom 5?
We ain't got a front line, really. I mean, we can't give Richarlison away, can we?
You got to remember now as well. So Wanky's injured now as well. Right,
so
now
Richarlison.
You've got Till and Richarlison fit at the moment. That's it.
And
it's actually coming to the stage now.
You've got the reserve striker, haven't you? What's his name? Fucking Scarlett, and we're still at the club.
Please, Scarlett, no. As I said to Dan last night on his show with Lupo, by the way, Dan, it was an excellent show last night, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Brilliant
Thank
show.
you very much.
Yeah.
As I said to you last night, in one of my comments, Dan, I said I've been brought up with people like players like Jimmy Greaves, Givers, Woolsey, Peters.
I remember your comment, yeah.
All those kind of players. Now I'm watching these two plonkers up front.
Yeah.
That's a big come down, mate. A massive come down.
They played for the badge, didn't they? They didn't play for the money. They played for the badge.
This is the worst forward
line
I've seen. This is the worst forward line I think I've seen since I've been supporting Spurs since 1967.
That's terrible, Simon.
I'm not joking.
I feel sorry for you, mate.
Yeah.
That's
the players I've seen over the years. Clive Allen, people like brilliant players.
Yeah. We've all seen them, haven't we?
Archibald Crooks, Gilzine, Peters.
Gilzine,
Obviously, Belton and Kane.
We had Lineker, didn't we?
Les Ferdinand, Robbie Keane, Defoe, Berbatov. Bloody hell, what the hell's going on now? I'll tell you, I'm sick of it.
It's like the last 2 seasons, grandkids were saying, "Who do we put on the shirts?" You know, there was no superstars.
Exactly.
The guys, did you see the list today? I think it was on X of all the forwards we've signed in the last God knows how many years. Oh my days, it was terrible, horrible. And
the last how many years?
Many years. Because if you go back to some of those players that Simon just mentioned, I mean, it's a long time, isn't it, since we've signed an actual quality forward? It's been many years. And
it must be Berbatov for that. Robbie Keane, isn't it? That's it.
Yeah,
we had Defoe, Keane, and Berbatov. Remember, all playing up
front.
That is it.
Yeah, long time ago. That was, wasn't
it? Defoe, Keane, and Berbatov playing up front together.
What a strike force that is.
So, who recruited our forwards? Who's been recruiting our forwards? Lange, why is he still here? Why is he still here?
We just got lucky with Kane. We got lucky, and they said, right, we don't want to upset Kane.
No.
Huh? We don't want to upset Kane. We can't bring another player in to upset Kane. And we're just playing one up front, and then we'll play wingers. And we had Sonny, and they just fucking gelled, and they got lucky.
That's right. Brilliant partnership. Best partnership I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good one.
Also, guys, did you see the thing today, the chart, that the points total in the last 10 years as well, that Spurs are 6th? Everyone see that today?
No.
Yeah, we're quite a few points away from like Aston Villa, Everton, I think. Right. So we have been the top 6 side for the last 10 years in this chart, and it's just such a frustrating thing, isn't it? Because the club got themselves into that position, but they never ever pushed on. They never ever pushed on. But that's why we're called the poor boys top 6. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this is it, Dan. Dan,
it goes back to Pochettino. Never pushed on from when he was in. After the Champions League final, never done the rebuild.
No. Guys, is it right? I'm saying, I think this is right. I've heard this guy on the radio say this. Right? They said we've been since the Premiership's been going. We've been in the European places 18 times in the tenure of the Premiership. 18 times, and we've done fuck all to it about it.
Well, one trophy, innit? One trophy out of 18
Yeah, that's it. We've been in the Premiership in Europe, 18 fucking times. Unbelievable. Yeah.
I think the thing
that's why we're a big club. They're saying everyone says, "Oh, Tottenham ain't a big club." We are a big club. Yeah.
We don't behave like one, though, do we?
But we don't behave like one.
That's the thing. We portray ourselves to be a big club, a big.
That's why we're a top 6 club. That's why we're a top 6 club. Because we ain't going out of the Premiership, and we've been in the European places 18 times in the Premiership tenure.
And also list of trophies as well. I think we're 6th. I think in English football, 6th, 7th, roughly. We're very close with Villa, right?
So don't let anyone tell Tottenham ain't a big club, because we fucking are.
They are a big club. They are a big club. We've got the support and everything. But we won't see Europe anytime soon with the front line we got. We won't be seeing Europe anytime soon with the front line we got.
Not we're miles away from it. We have to, and this is the issue we need to address ASAP, because we are now exactly where we was when we was in that rocky stage with Frank end of January last season, where we've got all them players out. Right, we're going into a season, right, with again no Kudus, no Madison, no Solanke. Who else?
Yeah.
Udogie, is he ready to play?
Udogie, he can go. Udogie can go. He's like Ryan Sessegnon. Udogie can go. Enough with him now.
Xavi.
I can't put up with him anymore.
Xavi's
out.
Madison's injured.
All the best. Don't forget all the best.
Are out till minimum December.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Daryl Denton's saying, look, Tuna going down, yeah. Decimated team. Sorry.
It goes, I'm sorry, right? But people go, yeah, but Gallagher can play in the 10. No, he cannot.
No,
he cannot. He is not got it in his locker, those defense splitting passes, what Madison has.
No.
That's right.
He hasn't got that in his locker. He's a carrier.
Yeah, right.
And do you know what I mean? He's a dogfighter, isn't he? He just works.
He's a workhorse. He's a workhorse.
It's called vision.
Up and down.
The word you're looking for is vision. He hasn't got the vision.
He hasn't got the vision, no.
Guys, if you look at Daryl Denton's said, keep hearing Tunes going down, right? Yeah, they've been decimated, their squad, yeah, but they've got a better forward line. I'll tell you, I'll take Newcastle's forward line than Solanke and Richie and that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'll take them over Richie and Solanke.
Barnes, they've got their Barnes as well, haven't they?
Yeah, they've got Barnes, yeah. They've got the other guy. They've got the Destroyer as well. What's the Destroyer?
Joe Linton.
Joe Linton. Destroyer. I mean, look at that. Look, and they've been decimated.
They have.
Joe Linton's going to Saudi.
And you take their straight forward lines every day of the week, Tuaz.
They have...
Harvey Barnes.
They have Alanga with Fultamati and
Barnes.
Barnes.
Got badly
and
injured,
in depth, they have Wissa and Asula.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Asula,
yeah.
I'm not saying they're amazing, but
they're better than us.
Better than us.
Yeah, much better.
We've got currently going into our
embarrassing, man.
Brentford, right? We've got Matisse Tell, Richarlison, Mikey Moore, and Yang as our fit. And Dane Scarlett as our fit attackers.
Christ, says it all, doesn't it?
It's absolutely beyond disgraceful.
So I've been banging on that Tottenham are a big club, yeah? Just like you said, Cookie, don't act like one, do they?
No.
Dave, I'm going to jump off if you don't mind, mate. I'm getting hungry. I need to go and Santa.
All right, mate.
Big up, Cookie. Going live in the morning, mate.
Yeah, Cookie.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, going live in the morning, 9:30. If anyone wants to join, if anyone's about, by all means, I'll chuck the link in and you'll be able to jump on early doors. All right?
That's I'm up. I'm up all night in pain, I don't know.
Happy days, yeah. You're not the only one, Rowley. I've got to say.
I don't know how you get up in the morning, mate.
I'll see you soon, everyone. You take care. Big up to the chat. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Take care, Cookie. Appreciate you, mate.
Yep. There you go. It's just crazy, isn't it? I mean, we look at their front line.
They have to do something.
Decimated team, and they've still got a better team than us, better front line than us.
I just think it's mental. We're 3 weeks from the window closing, and we are still sitting here, all panelists and stuff like that. We're now scrimping and scraping with names that can come to our club because the names we've spoken about previously have gone. Have signed. Do you know what I mean? We're just like we're missing the boat. We've missed so many opportunities this window. We've missed opportunities because we didn't go in early. Adeyemi, I was saying take a chance with Karim Adeyemi. He's a great player. He's quick. He knows where the back of the net is. He can play. He's a De Zerbi type player. He can play through the middle. He can play out wide. What happens? He's gone Barca. Barcelona have taken a punt with him. Christos Solis, go for it. His output, so many people. We as football's changed as like analysing the player now. It's not the eyes now. It's with what data they produce.
I think if they put in 50, 60 million to go in for Almada, they'll take it, Colin, because they ain't got no money.
No, that's right.
I don't think it'll even cost you that much, Rowley, Almada.
40?
And I think, maybe 45, I reckon. 50.
What, in English or like euros?
No, euros.
Oh, really?
Is he a top player? This is the thing. Is he a top player? Because does that align with what? Is he a top player? Does that align with what De Zerbi says a top player? Because if he was,
he's a proper winger. He's a proper winger.
We could have got him weeks ago from a club like Cologne. What they call Cologne, yeah.
Cologne,
they could, if they wanted him, if he was one of their priorities, he would have been here weeks ago. That's an easy deal to do, right? Because you just go there and the player would love to come and play in the Premier League. So it's not going to be that. It's just agreeing a price, isn't it? So
he is a proper winger.
I think if that is going to come to light now, that is not a top player, But obviously, I'll take him because he's got some talent. But I mean, what's going on? Where's the top players? Yeah, he looks good. He looks good. I have seen him. But where is the big top players? De Zerbi's saying he only wants top players. Is Almada a top player, guys? I don't know. You may think he is.
He's got potential. That's the word, isn't it? Potential, isn't it? He's got potential to be a top player, but I wouldn't say he's a top player as of yet.
Well, where all these European teams get their players from? You know what I mean? They've got to get them from somewhere, and it's Europe, isn't it?
Because us as a club, we're not producing them, are we? Homegrown, are we?
No, that's it. It's got to be coming from somewhere.
I know what you're saying, Dan, and I think we're on the same page here. So I'm not saying that you're saying this, but we heard it earlier in the chat, right? Oh, Spurs have to wait until they get the right player that De Zerbi wants. Yeah. I really have a hard time believing that when we're looking at starting Tell, Richie, Solanke, and we have no backup at right wing, we might not know who they are. And Dan's asking the right questions. Is he a top talent for De Zerbi? We don't know, but I have a hard time believing that in all of football, there's no players that De Zerbi can't find that don't work for him.
It doesn't add up.
We're throwing around a lot of names, and they might not be for De Zerbi, but there's got to be, right? Am I wrong? Am I crazy to say that?
No, there is. There's no excuse, Scott. There's no excuse from the club not getting this done. There's no excuse for me.
No,
we can't defend it. There's no excuse at all. If you can't get your top target, there's more than one top target. There's so many good players. There's so many goal scorers out there. People say always there's no other strikers. There's no. Yes, there is. You pay the money, you get it. You get them. You go and get them. De Zerbi picks up the phone, gets on the phone to them. This is what we're doing. This is what we need. We're looking at you. You're a good goal scorer. Come and play for Spurs. Lead the line. Be our talisman. It's not hard, is it?
There's no, you won't get the game time because we could play him every game, won't we?
When you're Manchester City and your front line is Semenyo and Holland and Doku and you have Foden and you have Cherky, I understand if for them they're saying, you know what,
Reinders,
for us to identify players that work for us.
Because
I heard level is already at 9.5 out of 10, right?
Yeah. Foden.
When you have Tell, Richie, Solanke, you can't tell me that there's no players we can bring in that fit for us. Like that, it's nonsense.
Reinders, Foden. Do you know what I mean? We could go on, couldn't we? Do you know what I mean?
City can be selective, and it's hard for them to.
I don't want to deal with them anymore. I can fuck them.
No. Other than Tonali, guys, he's probably our biggest signing off the window. Yeah. If you go and look at our other signings, Van Heck from Brighton, you've got Fernandes from West Ham. We haven't gone to a big club, maybe in Europe, constantly in Europe, and actually taken one of those type of players. Newcastle are not in Europe, do you know what I mean? But this is the thing, isn't it? I think some players we've approached, and I think it came up in the discussion earlier, guys, that we have approached some players, but they've turned us down due to us not being in the Champions League. There is going to be that. Some players, you know what players are like these days, They love to play in the Champions League. All about the Champions League. So I'm sure there's a bit of part of that. And that's when you really got to kind of throw the money, the project, the ambition to the player to convince them to, yes, we're not in the Europe this season, but give us a season and hopefully we'll be back in. And we want to win things. We want to go for things, but they're having a hard time. And for me, I think it all comes back down to the people making the footballing decisions. And they're just not good enough.
We're hearing now because Savinho's, we're going after Rafinha. Rafinha ain't coming to us, you know what I mean?
He don't want to come to Spurs. He turned us down a long time. When he was at Leeds, he turned us down.
That one was a no-go before he even started. Why would Rafinha, being a regular at Barcelona, week in and week out, come to Spurs? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, they've just lost their winger anyway, haven't they? They just lost, what do you call it? Rashford, didn't they, Barks? So he'll be playing all the time anyway, won't he?
Who's that?
No, Barcelona had Rashford last season. He done really well for them, didn't he?
Yeah, no, but they replaced him with Anthony Gordon, didn't they?
Yeah, they got Gordon.
The time to get Rafinha is what that summer we were looking at. I think it was the 3 Brazilians, right? Gabriel Jesus, Richarlison, and Rafinha were all available. And maybe once Barcelona got in there, but at a time, I don't think Barcelona got him till later in the summer. That was when you get Rafinha. Yeah. When he was leaving Leeds and we got Richarlison.
He ain't coming now.
Another irresponsible decision from our infamous board.
Well, we could go back to Mane, couldn't we? We were in for him and we didn't get him.
Superb, Mane.
The other thing we need, like Dan made a good point. We don't Champions League. There's players that aren't going to come, right, for Champions League.
That is true, Scott, isn't it? There are players like that. I
just went and took a look at Liverpool, for example, under Klopp, because I think we're doing similar to what Liverpool did under the Klopp years, right? We're kind of resetting under a manager. We need to make changes. I think we're in a worse. But for example, they got Roberto Firmino, who was a decent player in Germany, but he wasn't a big name. He wasn't like everybody was clamoring for him. But what Klopp did is know that he would work perfectly in his system. And if we all remember back to Firmino, he wasn't a world-class player. But did he not work perfectly with Salah and Mane? He did exactly what they needed, right? Yeah. That's the kind of thing that we have to make moves like that. We have to identify what a player like him, who may only be in other places a 6 out of 10, but when you put him in the system that you have and you use him, he gets up to an 9 out of 10, right? And that's the kind of moves we're going to have to make, because the Tonali, and again, I say it's the easy move to go out and say, Tonali's a proven Premier League player and we're going to give you 95 million. There's not all those moves. That can't be your whole premise, is we're going to pay 95 million pounds for every player we bring in. Some of the players have to be fits for your team. Some of them have to have not shown it that they're elite, and you kind of make them into be elite. And we're not seeming to be doing even that.
That's actually a good description comparing us to Liverpool, because it's virtually the same. Because remember when he came in,
they were rubbish.
They went out and they spent 80 million or 75 million on Van Dijk and about the same again for Alisson, wasn't it?
Yeah, Alisson. Got good goal.
So it's very similar pattern the way we're doing it. Only we've different positions. We've gone with 2 central.
They already had good players. They had good players.
They did have good players there. Then the season after, I think that's when they brought in Salah, wasn't it? Was it Salah?
Yeah.
Salah. January after they brought him in. And the rest is history. You
brought in Salah before they brought in Van Dijk. Salah came in the summer, and then
okay, great.
And then they brought in Van Dijk at January.
That's the one, yeah.
And then they brought in Alisson in the summer, I think.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? It's just like it's picking your players and picking your targets, and you go, right, this is what I mean, man, because this is what I've always said. Your forwards have got to be. This is why they've got to get it spot on, because these forwards we sign, I imagine, are going to be players they're going to try and build a team round that are for the next 4 or 5 years. So you've got to get these signings right. Tonali and Fernandes, I get that. You build a team around them, but your forwards have got to be. Because your midfielders don't get you the goals, it's your forwards that are winning you initially winning you the games, aren't they? They're your creative outlets. So they've got to get this spot on. Maybe it's why they're taking so long. I don't know, but I'm kind of steering towards they've thrown all their eggs into one basket with a certain player and it's backfired, and they're like, "Shit, what the fuck are we? What are we going to do now?"
And that's poor planning, isn't it? That is poor planning.
Piss poor planning, Dan. Absolutely piss poor.
That's why there's no idea, Dan. There's nothing, man. I mean, we need a fucking director of football, man.
Yeah.
got to.
Yeah, but I go back to what you said, Dave, right, about Osterman. If they had the left wing in right now, and you had a right wing 10 kind of hybrid that we've talked about, and then you already have that in place, and now you're really working hard to get that Osterman, which is a tough deal if it is, right? We'd all be far more understanding. What's amazing,
yeah,
is that we don't even have one. Like that's truly amazing.
So bad. Yeah.
We don't even have one.
Yeah,
even if all we had is Savinho, like who isn't my top choice, and I'm perfectly fine if we don't get him. Like, but even if we had Savinho, we can say, okay, going in against Brentford, and let's say we got Savinho and he had played a couple of games on our tour, right? And you're like, okay, we have Savinho and Tell. We've seen them kind of trying to work, and we're going to play Richie, and that sucks. But at least we kind of have some semblance of a front line. And we'd all, even the most negative of us, even me, will try to convince ourselves that, okay, well, maybe Savinho and Tell are going to, De Zerbi's going to have them putting in crosses, and they'll bounce them off Richarlison's ass and get a few goals for us. We don't even have that. We can't even, delude ourselves into thinking about that. No. We have nothing. It's just
nothing.
It's amazing.
Yeah, but it amazes me they could go in and get Tonali within a matter of weeks. Do you know what I mean? A matter of fucking days. Do you know what I mean? And Fernandez, but they can't get a winger in. You can't tell me that they can't get a winger in all this time. It's just bullshit.
I think we are being played. We are being played by like a puppet.
Yeah, I do.
Exactly
what I said at the beginning.
I think we should just pull off the deal, pull out of it. And go and get, my opinion, if we're talking about players for the now, Rafa Leão. Go and get him. Go and get him.
Yeah, they want him, do they? They don't want him.
I think he's going to Turkey. I think he's taking the money and going to Turkey now.
They could have had him by. They wanted Leão. They could have had him in by now.
Yeah. I agree with Simon. Yeah, if that was the guy, I think I agree with Simon. He would have been in.
He's been offered to Leeds. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I don't also get is we did it with Van Hecke, right? Like he's a guy that De Zerbi knows. He brings him in. He's comfortable with him. I could be wrong with the names, but we talked about it on Dan's channel the other day. Amin Ghouri. He's a guy that he had at Marseille. You might not like him, but you know what I mean? Like there's got to be some forward that De Zerbi likes. Yeah. He brings in. He does a role. I'm not saying that Amin Ghouri is the guy, but he's versatile. Like, isn't there somebody out there that De Zerbi knows and is comfortable with? And you bring him in for
there was, but no one liked him in England.
And he does well, right? Like, he's not amazing, but he fills a role for you. I don't know how we don't even have a move like that. Just there was a guy that De Zerbi knows.
There was a forward that De Zerbi liked, but no one liked him in England for what he done.
Yeah, I know you're going to say.
But there's got to be some. maybe not. De Zerbi hasn't stayed around much. Brighton, the forwards he had kind of moved around. He had João Pedro, who was obviously not coming. But is there not somebody like that De Zerbi knows and he's comfortable with, and he says, "Hey, let's go get this guy." He's not going to be a 10 out of 10, but he fills a role. He does exactly. De Zerbi's comfortable with him. We know managers often like that, right? Players that they're comfortable with because they trust them. You get him to come in. And it doesn't have to be, we don't need to have, 5 Harry Kanes up front. Let's have a couple of guys that do a job. Don't want to go back to Arsenal, but, Trossard, what he did, right? He wasn't amazing, but he did a job for them, right? And then when he came on last year, he worked well. We don't even have that level of player.
No, not down the wing. No.
It's just crazy. The only player I could think of that's going to bring other players to attract other players to come and play is Osimhen. It's the only one.
Yeah. That's the bomber, isn't it?
That is the bomber. And they will attract other players, good players to come and play because they say, well, Spurs really want to do something now. They're getting a top. He must be one of the best strikers in the world. Third best striker in the world.
Top three.
I think you could say, yeah. He's in the argument for third best striker.
Third, yeah. Haaland and Kane and all that, yeah.
So someone to fire the balls into that guy, you know what I mean, and he'll get the accolade to being his sister as well. Happy days, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
It's a good dream.
And the only thing is, I mean, everyone's saying he's gonna cost a lot. You know what I mean? He's 65 million. Is that really a lot?
The Spurs have got the money to do it. There's no excuse. They've got it.
today's fluctuating market, in hindsight,
Jesus Christ.
They can pay him what they like. They can pay him what they like, and they could give him a goal bonus. And they say, "All right, we're not going to go. We're not in the European championships or whatever. But tell you what, get us there, and I'll give you a fucking good bonus as well. Do you know what I mean? To get us there."
You know what, Rolly?
It's up
if
to
we're
him.
not willing to pay the money to get Osherman, then we're not a big club.
That's exactly right.
We're not a big club like that.
That's the fact about it.
There's
no
ambition.
That money, we're not a big club.
There's no ambition.
They have to stop pretending that they are, because any other, like, they might not be able to do it now, but City has guys that cost more than that. Liverpool has guys that cost more than that. Arsenal has guys that Chelsea, United, they all those other 5 clubs would have no problem if they were in our situation paying the money for him. So if we can't do it, then we're not a big club.
The thing is,
they got people who can do the deals. We haven't.
Yeah, they got proper people behind them.
Football people who can do these kind of big deals. Who we got, Lane?
I couldn't agree with you more, Simon.
That's where it is, isn't it? We ain't got people who can do these deals. Not like City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Arsenal. They can do these deals.
Fucking mosquito just hit me in the eye.
Hey?
Mosquito just hit me in the eye.
Oh, shit.
Dave, I've got to jump, Dave.
Horrible.
Sorry, guys. I've got to go. I've got to finish work. But Dave,
Yeah,
mate,
man.
cheers for having me on. Big up Rolly, Simon,
Pleasure,
Scott,
mate.
and big up chat as well.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure, Dan.
Cheers, guys. Catch you all soon. Take care of yourselves.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, take care. Good show
See you
last
later.
night. Good
Bye-bye.
show last night again.
See you
Take
later,
care.
mate.
Cheers, Simon.
Bye.
Cheers, mate.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Cheers.
Nigel's put in here an interesting one, because this popped up the other day, and I
saw that.
This has come out of left field, like about Spurs being interested in Benjamin Sesko.
I saw that the other day.
Can't see in a world where he leaves Man United after one season. Now they're in the league.
Saw that the other day.
But they say ITKs have got a ITK, haven't they? So
geez, some of it's bullshit. A lot of it's bullshit.
Did that Himland go anywhere? Where did Himland go?
Yeah, he went to Italy.
Yeah, he's gone
to
another one gone. Look, another one. It's bullshit. This is fucking.
He's gone
crazy.
though. He's gone.
Who did he
Morton
go to?
Himland.
Is it AC Milan, isn't it?
Napoli, wasn't it? Who you talking about?
Himland, Morton Himland, isn't it?
not
Or Martin Himland?
Oh, sorry, no.
I'll tell you. I'll just look it up. I've got transfer window up here.
I mean, I would take Sesko for sure but I just don't understand why.
He's only been here a year, hasn't he?
Like, United would have to have somebody coming in, right? They're not just going to sell him with no replacement that I could see. So, like, those moves are always hard when it's like, well, United, we say not everybody has to get something, but they would, because who would be their striker? They're going to play with Cunha as a false 9 again. That wasn't.
Well, they still got Rashford. They still got Rashford there, haven't they? I could use Rashford up top.
Yeah, I can't see them wanting, unless I guess they bought him when Amarin was there, and maybe Carrick doesn't want him, but
maybe, I don't know.
Right.
It does seem, like you said, Dave, a nice story.
Yeah.
Clicks and views.
Yeah.
Right, lads. I'm going to move on to the final segment.
Yeah, go on then. Yeah, fine.
We'll go on it for about 10 minutes, and it's going to be our, if you can call him that, our current captain, Christian Romero.
Yeah.
Heavily linked with 2 clubs, Atletico Madrid, and the other one, unfortunately, is our North London rivals. If he went to them, and I say them, I think you all 3 of you know who I mean. If he went to them, that will, what damage will that cause between the club and the fans?
Oh, mate.
I'm not being funny. I can't see it happening anyway. But if it does, it does. But like I said, the Spurs are really going to sell him to Arsenal unless Arsenal come up with like 60, 70 million. If Arsenal come up with 67 million, 60 or 70 million, Arsenal, I'll let him go there. I'd let him go there. I
can't give a flying shit.
I wouldn't give a flying. If they came up with the money, Arsenal 60 or 70 million, I'm going to take on.
Happy day. See you later.
Happy day. Away you go. I do.
Yeah.
I'd rather him go to Barcelona or Atletico Madrid. I'd rather him just get out of the country and do one. I can't stand the bloke. His attitude stinks. But if Arsenal come in with the right kind of money, then let him go there. He'll get his sendings off there. So who cares? Get on with it. Move on.
Yeah, I agree with that, mate. Absolutely.
Yeah. But I think he'll still go abroad. He'll go. I think he'll still end up at Atletico Madrid or Barcelona. I still can't see him going to Arsenal. But if he does, let him come up with, let them pay 60, 70 million for him, then they can have him.
Well, I'm going to add to this now.
Yeah,
Dad is just came out apparently, and said he has a release clause. It is between 35 and 55 mil.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, his dad's I don't know if it's his agent or anything, but his dad is proper touting him to get out of Spurs.
His dad talks a lot. He said it last year. He said that's why he signed the new contract, is so that he could get a release clause.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine if he goes to Arsenal. I don't have any. If they're paying the most money, move him on.
Yeah. That's what I said.
We need to move it. I just think Atletico, and I've said it, and I'm not saying this to be so that I can be right, like I'm going to say, but I just think Atletico makes the most sense. I've said it for a while. Simeone.
2 peas in a pod.
Yeah, Simeone, he'll respect Simeone. He'll respect Atletico, and we might not like to say it, but Romero has shown when he's engaged and he respects what's going on, he's a good player. When Conte first came in, he did really well. When he goes to Argentina, he does really well. I think Simeone, you saw him in the World Cup. He was at every single game watching his son. I'm sure he's hanging out with the team somewhat, not like as buddies, but, he's there. He will know Romero. They'll have a relationship. It just makes perfect sense. And they've sold, I think they got rid of at least one of their center backs. I think they had Jimenez, he's like 32 or 33, right? They need a center back like Romero there. So I think that makes sense. But if he goes to Arsenal, I don't have a problem. Go to Arsenal. Like, partially because
he won't even
matches, it sucks. We're not competing with Arsenal right now.
Yeah, but would Romero start for the Arsenal? I know they got an injury.
That's why I don't think it makes. I think it's a good story, but like you say, is he going to be happy? Because when Saliba comes back, Saliba's going to be playing the big games at the end of the season. And is Romero going to want to take a seat? I don't think so.
No, and he throws toys out the pram.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't think it makes much sense for Arsenal because
it won't happen, Scott. He ain't going to go to the Arsenal. I'll be very, very surprised if he does. He'll go back to Spain. He'll go to Spain and let him.
I think with him and the people around him, they're probably talking about it because he doesn't care about us, and he's kind of a prick. Let's be honest.
He is.
So he has no problem feeding the flames of the stories to Arsenal, but
he's overstayed.
He's going to Atletico.
He's overstayed his welcome.
Less where he goes, mate. As long as we get the money for him, I couldn't care less.
He'll be gone.
I think next week it'll be done. He'll go to Atletico.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
true.
Couldn't give a monkey's where he goes, mate. To the truth.
Do you think there will be a large portion of the first Spurs fan base going absolutely having a full-blown meltdown over it?
No.
He'll go to Arsenal.
If he goes to Arsenal, probably some would. Yeah. But yeah, of course, yeah.
He'll bring up the old Campbell vibe thing again.
Well, that was on a free. That was on a free, wasn't it? He went on a free, didn't he?
Yeah, I think that's what most.
Yeah.
Right, I don't think I need to cover anything else really. I've been going for just over 2 hour mark. I've got a question for Scott actually. This is off topic. This is complete off topic. I'm obviously an American sports fan. Are you a baseball fan?
Not really. There was a period about 10 maybe 15, 20 years ago I was into baseball, but I don't know much about it at all.
I was just curious to say were you a Blue Jays fan? That was all.
No, I am not a Blue Jays fan in any way. I find them a little bit obnoxious. It's probably hard for you guys because you're like England and you have so much.
Yeah.
So the Blue Jays are promoted as Canada's team, but like they're based out of Toronto. And I don't know if you have the same, or maybe you guys might be based in London, but Toronto fans are Toronto in general they're very arrogant and they think that they're better than everybody else because they're a big city. I don't know if you have the same with Londoners. Maybe it's you guys who are Londoners and are arrogant to the rest of England. But there is a bit of like,
yeah, I'd definitely say Londoners think they're better than Northerners and Manchester and stuff like that. I think, yeah.
So I don't usually cheer for the Toronto teams just because the people in Toronto, like everybody in Canada says they think they're the center of the universe. So, no, I'm not a Blue Jays fan.
Do you follow ice hockey?
When I was a fan, I was a St. Louis Cardinals fan back.
I'm a Braves boy. Always have been I started playing baseball when I was started off when I was a kid. It was like quite big in our area, and then
I like him and all.
We went to this baseball camp place, and it was like hundreds of us there, and it was like to represent the country. I got picked, and so did someone else from my area as well. So that was all good. Yeah. And but we had this guy come over he was obviously a scout called Pete for MLB. Couldn't say what team it was, but we just had a funny feeling. He had like that New York accent. And we were just adamant he was a Yankee scout. So, but obviously, do you know what I mean? It was just a cool little story. I was just curious to see if you followed baseball. And
yeah, when I lived in Houston, I went to baseball games there. But like, I don't even live anywhere close to go to baseball. I could go to Seattle, but it's like 12 hours away. So I'm not really a big baseball. I'm NFL.
Who's your NFL team?
Detroit Lions.
Detroit Lions.
Do you like ice
NFL
hockey?
And ice hockey? Yeah, hockey is. Of course, I'm Canadian. They have to.
That's like religion, isn't it? Over there, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like football to us.
Yeah,
it's like football to us, really, isn't it?
Yeah, we don't. I mean, the city I was born and raised in is Calgary. We have a team, so that's my team. I don't live there anymore. We have a smaller town, and I take my daughters and I go to it's a minor league, it's a minor league team or even youth team, so 16 to 20-year-olds. They go up to the NHL after if they're good. Not very many, but so hockey's life. I love it. So
it's good. That's good.
That's mental, mate. I'll tell you, I love watching it. It's not just for the brawls and stuff like that. That's just added fun. But the stuff they can, the stuff that you like I can't even skate. So to be able to skate perfectly like that at high speeds,
crazy. And hit a puck as well.
Shots and hit a puck, a tiny little round puck.
Yeah, man.
That takes some doing because.
Fair. I mean, like I was on skates when I was 2 years old, right? So.
Good.
So
guys,
it's a different scenario.
I was looking at a striker that I used to like years ago, and Santiago Jimenez. Anyone looked at him?
I don't think he didn't do great when he went to AC.
AC Milan. AC Milan still, is he?
Yeah,
he's still at AC. Yeah.
I don't think he's hit the ground running over there.
No, he's done nothing there.
They're looking to replace him already, isn't they?
Do you know?
Yeah. Do you know what, Milan?
His first season was really good.
They're a club doing it right. They underperformed last season. They sacked Allegri. They sacked everyone, didn't they? Everyone went. All the sporting directors went. Everybody went. Yeah. They brought in Amorim, who's lost every single pre-season friendly so far, and apparently I read today they're looking to sack him already.
No, they did it
pre-season.
They sacked the president, the DOF, and the manager. Right? They fired him. They sacked them all. They fired
everyone. Everybody went out the club. Everything.
Oh God,
those Italians are crazy. The national team, right? Everybody quit. Is that right? They had Maldini, and they had one other player. Who was it? Like a former player, and they all quit because they wanted to hire Pirlo, and they wouldn't let him, so they all quit.
Yeah, sorry. Sad news about Baresi the other day. Baresi died the other day. Franco Baresi the other day.
That'd be
Franco Baresi.
Yeah, he was a top player. I watched him.
Yeah, man.
Pirlo
was one of my favourites. He was just an animal, wasn't he, Pirlo?
was it Franco Baresi taught Maldini everything he knew?
Him and Maldini were brilliant at the back for Milan.
Yeah.
Two top wonderful players they were.
He was Maldini, not
Maldini was an excellent player, superb player.
And the other player with the beard, what was his name? A little fucking winger. Nah.
No, not Gattuso.
Gattuso, wasn't it? Was it Gattuso?
He was in midfield. Gattuso, he was like a little animal, wasn't he?
Fucking lunatic. He had
a fight with Joe. He had a fight with Joe Jordan, didn't he?
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't fancy his chances against Joe Jordan, mate. Joe Jordan, mate, was a fucking different breed of animal. He was, wasn't he?
Oh, that was a great game that night. That's when we beat him that night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But apparently, there was a chance of him coming to be Spurs manager at one time. Do you remember? Pirlo.
Yeah.
No, Gattuso. Yeah, Gattuso was. Yeah.
Oh, he can. No, God, no.
There was a big movement not to bring him in. He's had some comments in the past that aren't. Talking about Jimenez, they did replace him. They got Ramos this summer, right?
Yeah.
Pirlo was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he scored against us in the Super Cup final, didn't he, Ramos?
Yeah.
Another game we should.
He's good. He went to PSG and it didn't work out, but it's okay if you go to PSG and you don't replace some of the players they have up front. I'm okay with that. He would have been a player I would have liked if we would have brought in. I would have been comfortable with him coming in, but
we didn't, did we, as usual? That's Tottenham, isn't it?
Yeah.
Looking at the teams and stuff like that, I mean, Madrid have strengthened massively, haven't they? They've brought in Bernardo Silva.
Oh, super old. I love Bernardo Silva at Spurs for a couple of seasons. I would have taken that all.
Rodri, they brought Rodri in as well, haven't they?
No,
he's going to Barcelona.
He's going to Barcelona.
Oh wow!
Not yet, but he's near enough done, I think.
He told Madrid he isn't going there, so he'll go. When it's somebody like Rodri and you want to go, you usually get the go, right?
Yeah.
They'll make that move
just quickly before you wrap up, when they're talking about Trent Alexander-Arnold maybe leaving Madrid, would you take him?
Absolutely, in a heartbeat.
Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah.
I think I love him
in a heartbeat.
I know he's another Porro, isn't he? He's just not the greatest at defending, but going forward, his set pieces.
Set pieces are excellent. Free kicks, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Balls in the box.
I can't think of many players better than him in world football that are crossing the ball.
That's right.
As good as Trent Alexander.
We could have him, but who's he going to cross the ball to?
Well, yeah, if he's just crossing it and he'll be hitting the penalty spot every time.
Yeah.
Well, they brought in Dumfries, right, to play. I don't know if they're going to play both.
That's it, yeah. Denzel Dumfries. I rate him so high.
All we got to do is find another Totti, haven't we? That's what we got to find.
Totti.
Mate, there's
another
Totti.
I mean, Alexander-Arnold's a great example of when you bring him in, you have to know that what the kind of player he is, right? So if you bring him in with a plan, he works. Like under Klopp. Yeah. Klopp had a plan and he worked great. But if you bring him in and just say, we're just going to play the normal style that I want for a right back, you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that's what happened last year. I don't know. Well, though last year they had, what's his name, didn't they? Why can't I think of his name? The guy that's at Chelsea now. Xabi Alonso.
No, not Rudiger. Sorry, Alonso. Yeah, Alonso. Yeah, Chelsea.
He should have worked, but he should have worked under Alonso because he usually likes to play the back three with wing backs. But I don't know. He was another one where he went to Madrid and he seemed to kind of change what he normally does. He changed what made him successful because he went to the big club, and I think that's the problem, right? When you change what you are because you're at a big club and it doesn't work. We saw it with Nuno. Nuno was always played the same style. Then he came to Spurs and changed his style, and it was awful.
It's terrible.
That's a strange one, wasn't it? He gets manager of the month, then he? The next month he's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Like Nuno was so successful at Wolves playing the counter-attacking back three style, and then he comes to us. We play the flat back four, no counter-attack. Like it's like what?
What's he doing?
I don't know if sometimes these managers get to the big clubs and they start to think that they have to change everything because it's a big club, but it's like do what made you successful. That's what you should do, right? You got hired based on what made you successful. And I think the same thing happened to Xabi Alonso because he's a good manager. He showed it at Leverkusen.
Yeah.
And then he went to Madrid, and I think he'll do well at Chelsea if they let him.
If they let him. That's the question, isn't it? They might not.
Boys, I'm going to wrap up. It's been
fair enough.
It's been nearly 2.5 hours. I've enjoyed the show. It's been nice to get everyone else's take on things, and I think it's all safe to say our anxiety levels are slowly creeping up a bit with all this.
Yeah.
Lack of forward signings. I think we're all getting to the point where we're starting to get a bit worried. Because
just ask my wife.
My flag's coming out. I'm telling you.
My wife. Ask my wife how it is. Yeah, got the flag out.
Yeah.
There we go. He's brought it out. Rocking his Harley Davidson t-shirt. Love that.
What are you doing next show? Sorry, when are you doing your next show? You got another show coming. You're doing another live show soon.
Yeah, I'm going to start doing it more because the last month I've had the craziest month. I've been starting from the end of June. I took the kids to Yarmouth for the work and the missus to the Yarmouth for the weekend.
Okay.
I got back. Then I've gone to Mallorca for a week with her family. With her family. Then I come back to work again. Then my dad falls really ill, goes stuck in hospital.
Sorry.
So I've been there sorting him out, trying to help him get his feet back on the ground again. And now I'm back to normality now. Normality. So I'm going to start pushing the show.
Yeah,
I'm getting help. I've got good help. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, cheers. Thank you for jumping on, Scott. Yeah, so I'm having help from Dan, who was on earlier. Cookie's helping me.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's right.
I mean, it's a really good community here. Do you know what I mean? I'll take all the advice I can get. So yeah, I'm just going to start pushing the channel now. I mean, there's so many people doing well. I mean, I've just seen Mia. She was just in the chat a second ago. And her show's doing fantastic. Do you know what I mean?
That's good. She's that's a good show.
She's like really pushing her show and bang. She's just like sometimes it just goes off bang with a bang, doesn't it? And she's doing really well. So fair play to her. She's done really well for herself, and I hope it carries on. Do you know what I mean? So
see what I'm doing, Dave, is I'm doing shows, and I'm hitting 3 to 4, 5. I even done a 6-hour show, didn't I, the other night? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm not doing it frequently. Do you know what I mean? I'm not having a set thing, and I can't get these banners sorted, Dave. These 2 megabyte banners. I can't do it. Try Canva. I couldn't do it on Canva.
What are you trying to do? Banners? What
YouTube banners. YouTube banners.
What? You mean thumbnails?
Your thumbnails, yeah, your banners.
Oh, just send me what a rough idea of what you want, and I'll make them for you.
All right.
Yeah, I'll sort that out for you because I had that little problem the other day when I was trying to make.
I just couldn't do it, and every time I put it in and I set the times and that on your StreamYard, I said I want a 2 megabyte banner, on ChatGPT. They went, yep, there you go. Put it on the StreamYard. Sorry, you can't use that one. It's like, fuck, what do you do? Done my head in, mate. Anyway, guys, you don't want to hear this, do you? We could do this in the back room, could we?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll wrap up now. But anyway, gentlemen, thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it. Thank you for everyone who's in the.
Yeah, it's been good, man.
Good show. Nice to see you, boys. Nice to see you, boys.
And thank you for everyone in the chat.
It's nice to meet you, Simon.
Yeah, you too. You take care of it.
Nice to meet you, actually, finally, Simon. Do you know what I mean?
I've been on Cookies. You've been on when Cookie first started. I don't know, a little while ago. I came on. I would normally wear glasses, so that's why you might not recognise me. But I've spoken to you a few times, mainly on Cookie's show and sharing. Yeah.
You're like the Superman. Take your glasses off your Superman. Put them on your Clark Kent, mate.
Superman. Yeah, I wish.
Two different
Anyway,
people.
thanks for having me on. Thanks for having me on.
No worries. Anyways, thank you very much. And let's hope we can get some signings, some forwards this week. It'd be absolutely stunning.
Yeah, guys, like and subscribe to this channel, please.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
because
and
he's working hard, and
do
everyone
a good
works
job.
hard.
Keep going, mate. Don't give up. Keep going.
No, I'll never give up. I'm not a quitter.
All right, mate. I'm shooting
Take
off.
care, guys. Much love. You all take care.
Take care. All the best, boys.
See you
Take
later.
care. Bye, bye, bye,
See you
bye.
later, man.
See you later.
Bye.
Get down,
Bloody hell.
man.
Long one, isn't it?
He's still live, I think.
Oh.
Still live. Where's he gone? There we go. Look, no, still there. I don't think he knows. Let me just text him. Crazy. Got to put my glasses on now. Can't see my bloody tablet. Put myself in the eye. Where are you, man? Dave. I think he's gone. No, he still says he's still live. No. Try and find him. Oh, you shithouse. What's going on? They just come out.
And I'm back. I don't know what's happened here. Thought I shut the stream down, but clearly not. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I'm going to try and wrap up properly now. Anyways, you all take care. Night. I can go back to bed. And I'm back again. Something is not going right here because I clearly can't work out how to win this stream. So yeah, I've ended the stream and it's still saying that I'm live. It's like the phantom stream. It's just like it won't end. I'd love to sit here and chat all night, but I'm shattered and I need to sleep. Oh dear. Anyways, I hope I didn't scare anyone, jump scare you when I was back on the screen. So I don't know what to do. Wait a few seconds. I had to put it. Wait a few seconds, and it's just say that's a wrap. All right. We're staying live for a bomber. Yeah, mate. It'll be a week's worth of live streaming, mate. Right, I'm going to try again. If not, I'll be back. It's a wrap. End stream.